Hello, hello.
Good evening.
Oh, normally I say, and we're live. I totally missed it that time. We're a little bit more quiet. We got a phone call at like 7:28. I was like, and it's Steve's family who's trying to figure out coming up here for the eclipse. So some chaos going on right now, which is where Steve is right now. He's talking about eclipse chaos because we live an hour, like 40 minutes.
It's really close.
Yeah.
To the totality zone.
Yeah, it's super, super close. And we have friends who you'll meet on Thursday, Internet, if you haven't met them already from Twitter, who live in the path of totality, and we're going to drive down and stay with them. But we're, like, packing for this drive. Like, we're driving, like, 8 hours, even though it's, like, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Because traffic's going to be insane. So, yeah. Anyway, today was John's pick for what game to play. And so John picked to play Rococo, designed by Matthew Kramer, Louis Mellis, and Stefan Mellis. And so it is, in the States, it's distributed by Eagle Griffin Games. Over in Europe, it's Eggertsville. And we are also playing with the Jewelry Box expansion, because John also wanted to play the Jewelry Box expansion. And who am I to deny? Normally, I do say no expansions, please, until we've played the game. But this game came out in, 2008?
It's fairly old. Yeah.
It's pretty old, so I don't feel too bad about doing...
The expansion came out last year, I believe.
Oh, wow. Eden's parents are going to Corvallis to see the eclipse 2 days early. Yeah, we're driving to Corvallis Sunday, but we only have to go 45 minutes.
It's going to take you 6 hours.
It's going to take us 6 hours. I'm totally okay with that. As long as we don't run out of gas.
Yeah.
So, we'll put some gas in the car.
Are you going to bring an extra thing?
Gas
canister?
can?
Yeah.
I might have to.
Yeah.
I might have to go buy one. But, like, I'll just turn the car off if we're parked for too long.
That's true.
Yeah.
Put it in neutral.
Yeah.
It goes.
I'll just turn it off. Yeah. Anyway, well, it's a stick. If I'm sitting still, I'm in neutral anyway.
Yeah. There you go.
Anyway. Oh, hey, Nerfenstein and Eden. Yeah, no, I'm, like, super terrified. I'd rather be at Gen Con. But, anyway, so, because Rococo is John's pick, John is going to teach, but Steve doesn't know how to play, so we're kind of, like, killing time until Steve comes back. But we can do the rough overview of what this game is about thematically. So... Alright, so it's 17th century, I almost said Japan, 17th century France, and we are competing designers and, like, fashion, I forget the fancy French word for it, where, like, you are the person that sets the fashion trends. There's a French word for it. But we are each one of those people, and we're going to be drafting... like, designs and patterns for suits and dresses for fancy parties. And then we have to get the resources via drafting or purchasing them in, like, the fabric and whatnot that we would need to create those patterns. And then once we have created those patterns, we need to essentially put them on someone that is going to this awesome party that is happening on the board. And...
at the Queen's Palace.
The Queen's Palace, yes. And different... basically, depending on who you put them on, or who you give your outfit to, is kind of determined by, like, what room they go to in the palace. And so different rooms will get you different amounts of points for having the majority of your designs in and things like that. So you kind of want to be the designer that is, you know, the talk of the party, that everybody's like, oh my god, are they wearing? Yeah. So it's kind of a very rough overview of the game. And then there's different things that you're getting points from in regards to collecting different combinations and doing things first and etc. And then there's an in-game thing with fancy dresses on the roof, checking out the fireworks. So yeah, that's super brutally rough. Haute couture. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the word. That sounds familiar.
Hot fashion?
Well, I think it's just called haute couture. So what is the Jewelry Box expansion?
The Jewelry Box expansion adds 2 new things. things.
Well, that's jewelry.
That's jewelry, obviously, and that's
Yeah.
something that you can pair with your dresses to make them more valuable. So they're in-game points, and they're also income. And you can get some bonuses if you pair it with the same color dress or coat.
Yes, because you're not just making dresses; you're making men's suits as well.
That's right.
Yes.
Men only wear blue and green.
Yeah. Women only wear
red and yellow.
Red and yellow.
Yeah.
That's that's the fashion
Right.
of 17th century. Oh, Steve locked himself in the bedroom, and we know that because Xena wants in. Oh well. Okay.
And the other thing it adds is training. So you can train. There's 3 different types of people that are working for you. There's apprentices, journeymen, and masters. So you can train apprentices to journeymen and then journeymen to masters. Basically, by letting them do certain things, you can then trade in a card for one of the better cards that come with the expansion.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Well, they have that kind of training mechanic in the base game.
They have...
Or no, it's a hiring. It's just hiring.
Yeah.
Got it. So this is kind of, you swap up.
Yep.
Got
exactly.
it.
And you get once you swap up, you get to just look through that whole deck and pick one. And those are all fantastic cards.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, so Mad Bona wants to know why you picked Rococo for your game. Any game that you could stream. Asterix. Any game that you could stream.
Yeah.
Why did you pick Rococo?
I enjoy this game quite a bit. It's light enough that it's easy to stream, but still has a lot of depth to it. And I tend to enjoy deeper games.
Mm-hmm. Yes, John enjoys much deeper games than we typically have time for on stream.
Yes, it's true. Like I would stream Colonist all the time if I could.
If you were throwing a Gym Canton party, that would be your party.
Yeah.
That would be part of my party as well. But I think I would. Oh man, if we could get an 8-player game of Caverna going.
8-player? Does it go?
7. Something goes to 8.
Yeah.
7-player Caverna.
And this game is really good with odd player counts too. So 3 and 5 are really good, just because it has a double-sided board, 1 for 2 and 3, 1 for 4 and 5, and it's area control. So with 2, it's a little bit too open.
Yeah, because
we had played it with 2.
We've played it 2-player, and it was a little open. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Eden's getting ready to play a Tiny Epic Quest.
Ooh,
That's
fun.
Good. Jan is here and has played Rococo, but not with Jewelry Box. Jewelry Box came out last year. So the Jewelry Box expansion came out last year, and Eagle Griffin has it. I haven't seen it in a lot of stores because I think a lot of people... Rococo kind of has a bad rep due to theme, which is entirely unjustified. Because this is a very involved, deep game for the timestamp, and it's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The mechanics of how you are controlling the ball. I don't know if the Queen's Mansion, with where you place your dresses, and then there's also the strategically buying tiles or rows from the resources, and then racing to draft certain dresses based on what other people have, and then there's the management of your deck, and you have a hand of cards, and you can only use so many of them, and then you have to wait for them to come back through your deck. Right. So it's just the theme of being a 17th century designer of high fashion clothes for royalty. Just kind of.
I enjoy the theme. That's one of the things that drew me to it. So
it's very pretty.
Yeah.
They did a really good job with the style and the art.
Mm-hmm. So the expansion box cover is a little creepy.
Oh yeah, the expansion. I got rid of the expansion box cover. It's a little creepy. The jeweler is putting a necklace on the woman from behind, but it could be a necklace or it could be some sort of primitive torture device that he is excited to be ensnaring her with. It's a little weird. So yeah, it's a little it's like Pret-a-Porter. The theme killed it, but I like the theme. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, so Pret-a-Porter is from Portal Games. It's from Ignacy, and it's also a fashion industry game, and it's pretty interesting and deep. The art is creepy as all hell, though.
Yeah.
They have like mannequin models for all of the clothing that you're designing, and the child mannequin is disturbing. It is a horror. It's not meant to be a horror movie child creepy mannequin, but it succeeds in that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Pret-a-Porter I know is getting a video game theme because it sold so poorly. Because it's fashion designer theme, which it did really well in Europe, but in America, comments, feelings about that.
Yes.
Yeah. So the fashion game that Undead Viking reviewed. No, you have to be more specific. Is that on Kickstarter? Not sure what you're referring to.
I only know of two. I'm excited.
Yeah, Pret-a-Porter or Rococo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pret-a-Porter's a tough one to snag.
Yeah.
The print run was small. John briefly had a copy, and we played it, and we were all disturbed by it.
Yes, it was I like heavy games, but I also really enjoy theme. And
yeah.
It was I enjoyed the look of a game, I guess, to be more specific, and like Tiffany said, the look wasn't so good.
Well, it's like one of those things, like, when you play games enough and you have people that are in your life that don't play games and they walk by and they look at your table and, like, depending on how far you are into a game, like, the people that have been there since the beginning, so you, chat, usually, you understand what's happening more, and there's, like, a secret language that's being discussed, and, like, you understand the significance of moves and things like that. So that's, like, a mystical thing that somebody that's walking by just wouldn't understand. But, like, if you're doing that over a game that doesn't look good,
mm-hmm.
or, like, looks wrong for some reason, like creepy child mannequins, the perception of what you're doing gets a little bit more twisted. Like, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But, anyway, the conversation about the eclipse is apparently going quite a bit longer. So let's talk about Thursday. So Thursday, I'm sorry if you're watching this not live, and this is just dragging, and you came here for Rococo, but c'est la vie. So Thursday it's the first day of Gen Cant, and we are starting the Gen Cant festivities with a Mega Karuba game sponsored by Hala. So I will be here probably alone, which sounds a little creepy. Playing Karuba, I will be bingo calling, and you at home can play with me. So if you have your own copy of Karuba, you can pull out your board, pull out your tiles, and follow along in setup to do the Karuba game. It'll be at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And then if you missed that one, we're doing it a little earlier so that people with kiddos can play at home on the East Coast as well as West Coast for the U.S. Or in other parts of the world. We're going to be doing a second Mega Karuba stream on Friday at 6 p.m., which is a little later, so people in other time zones or on the West Coast can participate as well. So, yeah. So that game will be a lot of fun. Haba is sponsoring that game, and the winner, so the highest score of the Thursday stream will get a Haba gift card to the Haba store, the HabaUSstore.com. And the Friday highest score will also win a gift card. But the Thursday high score winner will also get a Haba Karuba insert, which is a special insert, which is nice and formatted so that you don't just have all your stuff in baggies thrown in the box. There's like trays for everything, so that's pretty cool. I'm extremely jealous. But if there are ties on the scores, the winner will be randomly selected from that highest score group. So, yeah. Sweet! 4 p.m. is 9 p.m. Friday, so that works. That's awesome.
9 a.m.
Yeah, it should be 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. That'd be fun. You should totally join. Have some coffee. Play Karuba. Okay, so unofficially, if you find a unofficial Karuba board picture, you can totally just use that to play with. print it out. You could make your own on like a whiteboard. You can get creative, but I will, if you want to play at home, you can also just do a piece of paper and just like draw the grid outline and then mark the temples and then draw the tiles in. That's totally doable as well. So, yeah. If you don't physically own a copy, you can still play. Unofficially. Officially, you need your own copy. So yeah, I love Karuba. It is on, so you guys haven't seen our shelves yet, but our shelves are now up and the games are on them. And basically, there's a shelf that is these games stay in the collection shelf, with some minor exceptions when we get to Steve's War Games. And Karuba is like very solidly on that shelf.
Nice.
It's like in the top 8 games or something like that.
Are they ranked by?
No, but I'm realizing I should probably do that. No, it's kind of just like a smorgasbord of like things we like, and then it goes train games, and then it goes space games, and then there's some overflow from Steve's War Games.
Yeah. Over
that way. So yeah, but we gotta reshuffle it because I don't know if you noticed, there's still a stack of games on the floor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's the Steve.
Hey.
Sorry, that was an extended.
It was an extended woof.
It was an extended woof. Extended talking about contingency planning.
Okay, are we ready?
We're ready.
Let's do this.
All right.
How do we play?
They say hello.
Okay. Well, I physically talked to him, so.
Okay, Rococo. So Rococo is a game. Well, we already explained that.
Yeah.
For you, it's a deck or a hand management, resource fulfillment, area control. So the basic idea is we are going to be getting fabrics and laces and
Cena makes the stream so much better. She's drinking.
and thread, then using that fabric to build dresses or construct dresses, I suppose. Yeah. And then either selling them for money or putting them out into these halls, which then will get us in-game victory points if we are the majority in those halls. And then there's special rules that we'll get into in just a bit.
And these are each separate halls.
So the
and then there's a wall.
5 halls are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Gotcha.
And the roof is on fire.
I see fireworks.
Yep. So the way around looks is that we are going to be each choosing 3 cards out of our deck. So this isn't a deck builder in that we're shuffling and drawing. You have full reign over everything that's in your draw deck. You're going to choose 3 of those cards, and then each of us are going to play each of those cards one at a time during the round. And there's 6 different things you can do with a card. Well, I guess to back up, there's 3 different types of cards. There are apprentices, which are the little gray thimble. There's journeymen, which have the thimble and thread. And then there's masters, which have the golden thimble. So each of these can do some or all of the actions. So the masters can do all the actions, the journeymen can do a little less, and the apprentices can do a little less. So the 6 actions are, first you can buy thread and or lace. So anyone can do that. Play a card, and the cost for buying thread is, if there's 3 tiles in the row, then it costs you $2. If there's 2 tiles, it costs you $1. And if there's only 1, it's free. You can only buy 1 tile though on your turn. When you play a card, you take the action, and then you get a bonus with that card. And I'll get into that in just a minute after I go through all the different actions. The next action you can do, and this is something that...
Sorry.
Oh. The mansion is just upside down. It's fine.
Oh.
Yeah. All the people spill out.
Camera transform!
Hey!
Okay.
Awesome.
It's like an Autobot.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can't see the roof.
That's fine.
It's fine.
But the important part of the game We'll change it later.
Yep.
Okay.
So using that thread and fabric, if you send a master or a journeyman, you can actually make a dress.
Mm-hmm.
So this, you pay the cost that's on top of the dress. You give up whatever tiles you have to match the necessary fabric. And note that you don't get change. So say I want to make this red dress, and I use those 2 tiles. I'm wasting a lot of fabric, but that's the way it goes.
Straight out of
It's just how it is in 17th century
Yeah.
France.
17th century Project Runway.
Oh yeah, this is 17th century Project Runway.
That's
Is
right.
Heidi Klum here?
You're in or you're out.
She wouldn't be Heidi. What's the French version of her name? Heidi's German, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it would be a French version of Heidi Klum.
It's up to chat.
Yeah, chat. What's a French version of Heidi Klum?
Is that from a newer Project Runway? My Project Runway is old.
Heidi Klum's always been in Project
Yeah, she's
Oh.
been a judge from like
Runway. Yeah,
from day one.
Oh
It's
wow,
like Tim
really?
Gunn and Heidi Klum were like
Yeah.
the only
I love
persistent.
Tim Gunn. Do
Tim
you
Gunn's the
remember?
greatest.
Do you remember Five Guys? Or what was the name of it? The
Oh.
Five Gay.
Oh
the
yes,
Five Gay Guys.
Queer Eye for the Straight Guy.
I love Queer Eye for the Straight Guy. I loved it so much.
Yeah, it was,
That was-
really good.
That was
Wait,
the
Tim
one.
Gunn wasn't in that, was he?
Yeah, he would occasionally be a special
Oh.
guest on that. He would
Okay.
like help mentor or like talk to them about stuff.
That's right.
He would meet up with Carson and
Yeah.
they would like,
Have a conversation.
oh yeah. Anyway, hey Chad.
So some dresses require you to use a master. So if they have a gold thimble, you have to use a master to send them. Otherwise, either of them can do it. So when you construct a dress, you have a choice. You can either sell it for the money on the bottom left, or get it for the points. You take a marker and put it in one of the 5 rooms, right? Some of the spots that you can place them have bonuses. So if you put it on a spot that has money, you get the money, or a tile from, I think it's a tile from the display.
Mm-hmm.
There's also some spots that also require you to have a master. But it doesn't mean that you have to build a master's dress. It just means you have to have used a master to build that dress.
Yeah. Because you notice they're the best well-lit spot. They're like the centers of the room.
Exactly. Or like right next to the king.
And are there restrictions on where we can place other than that?
Nope.
Like I can
free reign everywhere else.
Yeah.
go for majority.
You have to pay for that? No.
The dresses? Yeah.
Well, no, you pay for the dresses.
But not for the spots.
Not for the spots.
The only restriction for placing is the gold thimble is needs a master. When you purchase or construct a dress, you can also add jewelry to it. This is part of the expansion. But before I talk about that, I'm going to talk about one of the other actions you can do with anyone, which is funded decoration. So anyone can do this. You put them down. And then decorations are these circle spots all over the board. And they mean various things. So we'll start with
the musician.
Yep. Yeah. The statues, or the jeweler spot, or the fireworks spots. I'm going to start with the fountain. So if you fund a decoration on the fountain, this is more income that you're getting every round. So we're getting a default of 5 income every round. But if you fund a decoration in the top row, you're going to get an extra buck for every decoration that you have on the board.
Oh, that's that.
Yep.
Gotcha.
If you fund a decoration on the bottom row, you're going to get an extra buck for every dress that you've made. So if you have both, what you do is just count up all your markers on the board, because there's markers on dresses and markers on fountains. You can only have 1 decoration per level. So I couldn't fund both of these and get $2 per decoration.
That'd be mean.
That would be mean. They also give you in-game points. So every time you see the fleur-de-lis, that's going to be in-game points. There's also...
So these are sort of a more expensive version. Like that's 1 point.
Well,
that's also 1 point. Like,
yeah. This, though, is going to give you these points. So if you fund a statue decoration, you're going to get points based on sets of dresses or coats that you've made. So for each statue that you funded, and you can fund multiple ones if you want to, you're going to get 2 points per thing in the set. So if I have a green, a blue, and a red out there, and I funded this statue, I'm going to get 6 points, because I don't have if I have another blue out there and I funded 2 decorations, I'm going to get 6 points for these and then 2 points for the blue. I can't reuse them for the next statue. Does that make sense? Yeah. Don't remember what these were. I'll just say they were like this. It's fine. There's also the musicians.
Mm-hmm.
So you can fund a decoration for a musician. And this is essentially a second tiebreaker for a room. So the first tiebreaker is, let's say you are here and I'm here. We have equal majority in this room. I have a master spot, so I'm going to break the tie. But if it's like this, and we're tied on master spots, then whoever has the musician is going to then break the tie.
What if I have the musician?
Then Steve and I would split the points.
Okay.
And you would get nothing.
I would get nothing.
And this
Except
doesn't...
for sweet, sweet music.
Right. The points you get for a room, first place gets the left one, second place gets the right one. This doesn't count as being in the room. So if I wasn't here, it was just Steve, I wouldn't get second place. It's just a tiebreaker. Finally, well, not finally, penultimately, the fireworks. So what these are multipliers on dresses. So let's say I had funded this decoration here, and I also had built this dress up in the top level. Before in-game scoring, before in-game scoring, you're going to have a chance to move up dresses to the top level to multiply their score. So it requires you both to have dresses in the top level and have funded decoration on the top level.
And only the top level.
Yeah, and if you have multiple dresses out there, you get to choose. So I have a 3 and a 4. Obviously, I'm going to choose the 4 to turn it into an 8.
Can it be Minsu's?
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
okay.
Absolutely.
And then nobody could take my spot?
No.
Okay.
They could prevent you from building or from constructing. When I say dresses, I mean both coats and dresses.
Yeah.
I guess garments, maybe?
Outfits.
When you construct an outfit.
Long dresses and short, weird dresses.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the longer dresses are weirder, for honest.
These ones?
Yeah. No, the long dresses.
Yeah.
I like the shorter
I would
dresses.
totally rock a coat like that.
No kidding. I would too.
Yeah.
Can we get one of those coats and I could wear that to the weddings?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Super dapper.
Dapper AF.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say it right? Like the cool kids?
You have to dab after you do that.
The last place you can build is the jewelry spot. This is the expansion. So this is, again, a one-time thing. So you can't find multiple decorations in the jewelry spot. But what this allows you to do is add jewelry to your dresses or coats. So if I have a decoration there and I'm constructing a dress, so say, or a coat, so let's say I spent this guy to get this green coat. I could also spend $4 to get that ring to add to this coat. And a few things happen. So all jewelry is worth a point at the end of the game. It's also going to add to your income. So for every jewelry that you have, it's going to get you an extra $1. And if you match the color of the dress or coat you're building, you get to draw blind a new fabric, which is nice. Could save you a couple $bucks. There's also in-game cards in here that could give you points for jewelry.
And is that just when you pay, or do you have to also have someone in the slot?
What do you mean?
Or do you only have to pay to get that?
Yes. You have to have, you both have to have funded decoration in the jewelry spot, which is going to cost you however money. And then when you construct a dress, then you also pay for whatever jewelry that you want to add. Cool. So that's constructing dresses and funding decorations. So let's see, what else is there? You can dispute your characters. Or depute, maybe? That would make more sense, depute. so you can fire them essentially. So that's this horse and carriage action.
Oh.
So
Sent away.
they send them away to the king. When you send away a character, you get the money at the bottom of the card. You also get to do the bonus action. So I mentioned this before, but when you play a card, you get to take the main action with the character, and then you get to take any bonus action that's on the bottom afterwards. So if I played this apprentice to get fabric, I would pay $2 to get this, but then I would get $2 back. So when you send someone away, you get to take their bonus action first, like take fabric action, and then take the money.
Yeah, it's kind of weird that they pay you for firing them. But
I think the rules say you're sending them off to the king for the service of the king.
Okay.
So the king pays you for the service.
Mm-hmm.
The rules say don't fire both your masters.
Because that's important.
Because another thing you can do on your with masters only is hire new people. So if you see like the different actions, they say what can't do those actions, right? So hiring works similar to getting fabric, where you pay a lot if there's a lot of cards out, and then you might get the last one free. So if there's all 4 cards out, you play a master, pay $5, get a card, and then it goes into your hand. So you might get more than 3 actions during a round if you're hiring people.
Watch Rococo while you chat.
So that's sending people away. That's hiring people.
Oh, the
queen.
Yeah, the queen.
So the queen can be done with the journeyman or the master, and this is basically you get first player. So and you get $5. So you get $5. You get the card, and then whoever has the card gets first player. Mm-hmm. If no one has taken this action, first player stays where it is. If you have this card at the very last round, obviously there's no first player at that point, so you're going to get 3 points.
And that's the love letter?
That's the little love letter. Yeah. So that's all the basics.
Every time you do the queen action, we have to play a quick game of love letter.
Me too.
But I only have Batman love letters, so
so it's awesome.
It gets weird.
It'll just be like the holodeck episodes of Next Gen.
Yeah.
You know, it's Batman, but in 17th century France.
Yeah. The other part of the expansion is the training. So that's where this little card comes in. When you take... Well, basically it's training an apprentice up into a journeyman, and then a journeyman up to a master. So when you take certain actions with an apprentice, it doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be the same apprentice card, but as you take actions, you start marking these actions off. So if I were to build a decoration with an apprentice, I would then mark this action off. If I were to play this card to build a decoration and then take a fabric, I can mark 2 of those off, right?
Nice.
Once this is full, you then, instead of taking a higher action with a master, you take a training. So you play a master, you pay $5, and then all is clear, this flips over, and then you get to fire one of your apprentices. They're out of the game, and then you get to look through this deck of journeymen and pick one out. And those cards are really good. A lot better than some of them that you find in here. And the same thing, you do these 3 actions with, well, you do 2 actions with a journeyman, and then there is one that you have to do with a master on the other side. So build a dress, build a coat, and then use a master to build either. Then you do the same thing, fire a journeyman, pay $5, and then get to take one of the master cards.
Promote from within rather than hiring someone else in the company.
Exactly. Other than that, cards are going to come out. They have progressively better secondary actions to them. And some of the cards do have in-game conditions. That'll be in pink. And we'll discuss those when they come up.
So progressively better is the deck, like, organized?
Yep. Gotcha. And this is the game timer. So there's 7 rounds, I believe.
What was the card that you dealt us at the beginning?
Oh, and that's another little expansion thing. So this, I'll show one that does it in the game. So what this is another thing you can do instead of hiring. So you play Master, and if you meet the conditions on the left, you get to take that card into your hand. And all of these have the same secondary actions of get 3 points. So this one would say make 3 coats, or have 5 points, which is actually surprisingly hard to do early game. Fund 3 different decorations. So
interesting. Okay.
And it's one time or no? It's
it would then be every time you play that card, you get 3 points.
Yeah.
So it's taking up an action, but
Exactly.
Also, just
well, no,
so
you do the primary action, and it's the secondary action.
This is thread, and this is needles. Don't hurt yourself.
I think it's lace.
Is this lace?
Yeah.
Oh, it should
Sorry.
be a thimble.
I know.
Great. Okay, well, it's lace.
Well, I think actually.
Is this lace and thread?
This is lace, and this is thread. Just to confuse you
so
more.
this is like a spool.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because then the people have the thimbles and the needles.
This is Costco lace.
Right. It's a brick.
It's a brick.
Oh my goodness. Costco. I've been to Costco too many times recently. Like once a week for the last 3 weeks.
Wow.
It's too much.
That's impressive.
No, it's not. It's just too much. I don't want to go.
I still think you should have laid on the bed as I was pushing it through Costco on the cart.
I just didn't want to. I didn't want to be there.
I've done that before.
Yeah.
That's nice.
No. I didn't want to be at Costco. It's
better to spin it while you're like arms out and singing.
It was too crowded for that. It was way too crowded. All right. It was a Costco on a Saturday. It was the worst.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, it was the worst day to go to Costco.
But I learned how they make their smoothies.
Oh god. No, we needed. So the bed at my brother's house where we were staying this weekend is my sister-in-law's bed that she got when she was in the 7th grade.
Oh wow.
And it's a day bed. So there are 2 twin mattresses.
Yeah.
And they
trundle
pull
bed.
out. It's a trundle bed, and the mattresses are new, but the bed frame itself would squeak every time you rolled over or shifted. And so I would constantly wake up in the night because I would move and then wake myself up.
Right.
And then because they're 2 trundle beds, like we couldn't push the beds. Like we would joke every time we went and stayed at their house, like let's push the beds together tonight. And so we would push the beds together, and then our nieces would come and wake us up in the morning, and they like jump and try to tickle us and like this. And inevitably, one of them would always fall between the 2 beds, and there would be screaming and tears. And so it was like Saturday, and we slept in the beds Friday night, and I was like, I'm not sleeping in these beds ever again.
Nice.
So we went to Costco, and I bought a bed for the guest room.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't take this anymore.
But then we hit the snack bar, and the choice was between a sundae with berries on it or a berry smoothie for twice as much. And I picked the berry smoothie.
He wanted something healthier.
Or slightly healthier. And Tiff watches them make it, and they take the berry topping that you would put on the yogurt and blend them together.
Yeah.
So
it's just the yogurt that you get when you get the berry sundae with the berry stuff, and then they just mix it. It's twice as much.
It was like $175 or $295. It was like twice as much. But it was funny because it was like, I should have seen that because it's Costco. They're not going to keep everything separate. Right. They're like, what? We have berries. We have froyo. Come on, it's a smoothie.
It's berry smoothie, which it's a berry milkshake, like a honest. Anyway.
It sold me.
Yep.
Netters usually jumps in a little later. So yeah. Okay, we're ready to play.
Yeah, hand me one of your tokens and I'll do start player.
Now that we've talked about Costco and the eclipse and Jen can't, it's a little early. Well, John starts. That's fine.
I start.
That's probably going to doom us all.
So now
I purposely had the roof out of frame so that they could better see the dresses. The roof isn't relevant for a while.
So now you get to look through all your cards. I forgot to mention this.
Including the special one stay in our hands?
The special one has to be higher.
You have to earn that.
You have to earn it.
Right. So many actions, so little time.
Yep.
So the handshake is hiring.
The handshake is hiring.
The master must hire.
Yep. So if you want to hire this round, Master.
And do we take all of our actions in one turn?
No. One at a time.
Whoa!
Yep. Just to add a little bit of tension.
Yeah, I don't know why people aren't getting YouTube notifications.
Oh.
I get YouTube notifications for my own channel, which is annoying, let me tell you.
I didn't. Usually I do.
I also did not. I always do also.
Don't know.
We are streaming, right?
We are streaming. I mean, they're here talking to us.
There could be ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, YouTube says we're live. It just didn't send a notification. So.
Alright. Alright, let's play.
You tweet?
Alright, ready?
Yeah, it's pretty good. There we go.
Alright, first action I'm going to take is...
So you pick up your hand, which is the 3 cards you picked this turn.
Yep.
So your
And
deck goes back.
Because you'll discard
no,
one
I
of the
put
ground.
two.
Well, no, but now you're going to play your turn.
That's
No!
what I did. That's why I placed 2 cards.
No, you get 3 cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
I know. I'm still working on it. But
Oh.
Oh no, it was those 3 cards.
Yeah.
Those
Okay.
are the ones.
I'm going to buy fabric. So the fabric I'm going to buy is this blue and yellow one.
Yeah.
And this, I'm going to buy 2 because I have the 2 actions. That's going to cost me $3. And then I also have done both the yellow and blue.
And then does fabric not restock?
No. Not until the next round. Same with dresses and jewelry.
Dresses and jewelry. Okay, I will also purchase fabric.
Do you want a free one? It's not great.
It's not great,
For
no.
this round, at least.
I mean, I was gonna buy the more expensive yellow one at the bottom, but I guess I'll take the free one. Sure. And then I'll pay 2 for the red-blue one.
Mm-hmm.
I need change. I might need to just put the money closer. And I too bought yellow and blue fabric.
Yeah. I can move this here.
That'll work. Alright, Stu, it's your turn. What are you gonna do?
I am buying fabric.
Hey, look at that.
And I can only buy 1, or I can buy as many as I want.
Well, with that card, your main action you can buy 1, and then you can take an additional buy fabric action.
That's an awesome thing to be doing, Irvin.
So I am going to...
I prime on
So
the
this would be
sidewalk. Like,
2.
literally, I just go on the sidewalk and prime.
Or I could get both of these for 1, basically, right?
Yep.
And that's an or.
Yeah. And fabric is hidden, if you want to play that way.
Oops.
Yeah. Okay. Fund a decoration. No, don't want to do that. No, I'm gonna hire. So I have to pay $5. And I would like to hire.
Oh, I had to pay money. Paying money is important.
Yep. Okay.
I send my apprentice out to give me money. What else can the apprentice do?
They can fund a decoration, get
Oh,
fired,
Or get fabric.
or get fabric.
I don't really need
Oh,
more yellow fabric.
when do we cover...
When you do it. So
Okay.
you got
I did that.
I guess
twice,
I'll
right?
pay the
Just
2.
look at the. So yeah, you did both of them.
Yes.
I'll pay the 2 to get this, and I'll do it as that thing.
Okay, so it gets discarded.
That gets discarded. And then may I have a thingy?
Oops, sorry.
And then that covers up.
Interesting. I am going to pay an apprentice.
Hey, Boom, over on Twitch. Sorry I didn't see you there, but no, we're not going to Gen Con. We are Gen Canting. We're eclipsing.
So this is fabric to get a thingy? If you take the fabric out. Okay.
Yeah, so you do the fabric action.
So I will pay 1 to get this.
Yeah,
And discarded. Yeah, you get both.
And that will cost 1. But then I also get $2.
Yep.
I think there was some like money laundering or something that happened.
Nice.
It is junk check.
I'm gonna build the dress. I'm gonna build this one. Oh no, I can't build that one.
That is so.
Because that is a master dress. I forgot about that. Oh no. Oh well. We'll change plans. Okay, so I will build both those and this yellow and blue one. I'm going to build this one.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to build it up here to get $1. One of those is $1. Can you grab me $1? And I'll also get a fabric action, which we went through that fabric very fast.
Mm-hmm.
To get both of those. And I'm done.
Do we shift dresses or we don't shift dresses?
Nope.
Okay.
So after the round.
I will do the master dress that John did not do.
Yep.
With that fabric.
Shocked.
And that.
I am shocked.
And I'm going to sell it.
Yep. That was my plan, but I forgot about the master dress.
What are the sold ones? Back in the bag?
Just throw it over here.
Okay. So I get 25
the dress pile.
Yep.
Hey, when does your secret goal about your apprentice dude activate?
Wait, why did you?
It's a
Why did
hiring
you
action.
get
Got it.
$25? Was that $25?
It was a
It was a
$25
$25 suit. It was a suit, sir.
Yeah.
That was a finely tailored suit
Did it suit you?
with hand. No, it was for my client. I sold it. It was hand
It's beautiful.
spun silk worms. We
Mhm.
hand spun the worms
Oh.
to spin the silk immediately.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
My master really should hire someone. However,
Oh wow!
I am going to make.
Congrats, Angela.
So this is free.
What?
Yes.
Is it? That's the
Yes.
money you have to pay. To
Yes.
Do it.
Yep.
Yes. So this is free. I am going to pay this fabric.
Nice.
Painted red. And then I will just.
White.
Do I want to do battle with John?
Yes. The answer is always yes.
I'm gonna take a master spot.
Nice.
Oh.
Yep.
I can't just
We'll
throw
be
the dress
viewing
up
the
there.
eclipse here. We are 45 minutes from the path
Alright.
of totality.
Cool.
So
I'm gonna
we'll
film a
just be
decoration.
driving south a little bit.
So here's $6. That's
Mm-hmm.
then I get $2 back.
Oh, that's right. You hired. I was like, how did you get another action? You hired.
I hired.
You just always get another action when you hire.
Because the guy goes in your hand.
Yeah, I mean, if you bought all 4 of these cards, you would get 7 actions, right?
I thought we were only doing 3 actions.
Yeah.
Well, you start with 3 cards, but then when you buy a card, it goes in your hand.
Oh,
Mhm.
why did I start with 5 cards?
We start with 5 cards, and
You
take
pick
3.
3.
Yeah, and left 2.
Got it.
All right, so now the round's
Those
over.
aren't in my hand.
Nope.
I understand.
So this clears. These come out. Those slide.
Nobody wants this junk.
That junk is couture.
Haute couture. And then
Fabric, new dresses.
This expansion fabric is crazy.
does it help make the dresses bigger?
The expansion cover?
Yeah.
Nice.
I just want to do my best Mary Berry impression and critique all the dresses.
But Mary Berry critiques cakes.
Yeah.
Not dresses.
You have to do a Tim Gunn impression.
Yeah. Be Tim Gunn. You'd look hot in Tim Gunn's suit. Anyway.
Alright, so now...
He has a very nice suit.
You have to take up the 2 cards here.
Okay.
Because we're going to put 3 cards in our hand. And then everything else, if this is empty, then everything else flips over.
And then you get one more.
We're going to get one more.
Oh, okay. So it's cycling.
Exactly.
I think you should say yes.
To the dress? That's a different show.
It is a different show. That's a hard
So the new cards, for every 2 decorations you get a point. For every present set you have, you get $1. So it can get you max $5.
And that's when you play it. Right?
Yeah, this is secondary action.
I should pay attention to this.
A coin, and this is you get to fire someone. You get to take their secondary action, but you don't get the money.
Yeah.
And the person that you fire can come from your discard deck. I forgot to mention too, if you get a presence in all 5 rooms, the first person to do that gets 6 points.
So that person gets 2.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
John still has the Please Love Letter, by the way.
I certainly do. She loves me.
We should play Batman Love Letter after this.
Bonus stream.
Bonus
I've never played the Batman Love Letter.
Oh, we get income too. Sorry.
Oh.
I get $6.
Yeah.
Everyone else gets 5.
Excuse me. Hey, I'm trying to go to the bank.
Sir, could you not? Sir. I paid you.
Okay.
The camera's in the corner.
Did I get money? I did. I'm going to build that blue dress with the master. It's going to cost me $2. Blue and a thread. I will sell it for 20.
I think the animals all seem to know the routine at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm going to go to Fabric Town, and I will purchase these 2 for $3. Your turn.
Steve's turn?
Oh, wait. I also can spend $1 to buy thread or needle or lace. They're doing pretty good right now.
Oh, I found that decoration.
I guess I'll spend $1 to buy a lace, please. Okay.
I'm going to spend an apprentice to get fabric. I'll get this for free.
Nice.
And then as my bonus, I will pay $2. And then, all of a sudden, it was John's turn.
All of a sudden. I'm going to fund a decoration. Which will be here. Can you put me on the jewelry board, please?
Jewelry boy. Jewelry boy. Which, on the 6th?
Yeah.
Does it have to climb? I was wondering about that.
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't want to... I guess you would. You could buy any of them, I suppose, if you want the 2 points. And the fabric I'm going to get is...
did the 0 one get that? You can just buy that? I thought you had to buy from the other end.
What do you mean?
I thought you always had to buy from.
Oh no, there's no order.
You just.
Oh, that's cool.
You always make games harder for yourself.
Yeah.
I just prefer it that way.
You're like, well, it must be the harder version.
It must be. I'm gonna do the hiring action and hire this person. I needed $30.
Oh, nice.
And I got it. So that's my whole turn, yeah?
Yep.
That was boring. Steve, a turn to take a turn.
Well, I know it was boring, but you know the drill. I would like to make a dress.
All right.
I will use my master and 2 blue fabric.
Ooh, and $5.
Yeah, and some thread, apparently. And $5.
Nice.
And this goes away forever. Goodbye, thread. You served me well. And then I will put this here. Oh, but the 5-pointer can go up for double.
Yeah. Well, then you do that. And there's majority scoring here, too, which is 6
The
points.
heat wave has sort of subsided.
Yeah.
It's unnaturally hot in Portland, so.
Okay, that was my turn.
Cool.
Thanks, Master.
I'm going to hire. So 15 back.
You'll also hear the music playing. Seeing musicians with the ball floor.
Hey, Netters. They were very concerned about where you were, Netters.
I will say this reminds me of when we went to Versailles, but didn't go in, but just went to the gardens.
Oh, the gardens of Versailles are fantastic. If you ever have a chance, just go to the gardens and don't wait in the 4-hour-long line and pay 20-something euros to go in. Just walk the gardens. They're free and they're gorgeous. And there's a free audio tour that you can download to your phone if you have a smartphone in like any language you want. It's fabulous.
Yep. And you can spend all day at just the gardens.
Nice.
Yep. Which we did, actually. We spent all day at the gardens. Okay. I'm going to... I'm going to use my apprentice who's newly hired, and I get 3 points.
Nice.
And then I will pay for some decorations. Just gonna pay for some decorations. I care about that more than anything. And I'm gonna pay for the fountain. So it's $9. So I'll get $1 back. And now it's Steve's turn.
Interesting. Well, I'll play my... They're not apprentices or masters, what are they? Or no?
Journeyman?
Oh. I did that at some point. I did the thing. Let's do that. My journeyman will fund a decoration. I'll fund that for 9. So that's an extra income per dress?
Yep.
Cool.
$2 more for.
Oh, and then I can also spend $1 to get thingy. And that's just once.
Yeah.
So.
What would you like?
I would like lace.
Yeah. I'm going to make a dress. Making this one for free. I'm also going to get some jewelry with it. So I'll take that yellow jewelry.
Do you care?
The
5
cheap one. Yeah. Cheap jewelry for you. You are gonna go where? Could you look at the rules? I forget. Is this a blank one or a free one from here?
I think I have that question when we played last time. I believe
It's probably a free one because I saw somewhere else there is a symbol for taking one off the stack.
Right.
But we shall see.
You must gain 1 resource tile from any segment of the warehouse free of charge.
Okay, so from here.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's very convenient that they have the warehouse right next to the ball.
Yeah.
Warehouse.
We'll do that, in fact, then. And I will get these. And then I gotta fire someone.
Always good.
Taking their secondary action.
Capitalism.
I will do him. Do this. For these.
Does this symbol mean end of the game? Or does that have to do with
The crown?
Yeah.
Where else do you see it?
It's up here. I think it's into the game.
Yeah.
Because it's on all of the majority.
It's the game scoring card, too.
Cool.
Okay. Gonna play a master. When I do the apprentice hiring fire thingy, can I fire anyone? Right?
Let me see the rules of the expansion.
Yeah, it's expansion.
It might need to be in your hand, but I'm not sure.
Because I don't have anything in my hand.
Yeah, it's true. Do.
Chat's discussing.
I see this.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. Chat is discussing.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
What?
I got this wrong. You play the card. You don't play a master. You play the apprentice. You can take the secondary bonus, and then they go away.
So I only do it once. So when I play him, I get the bonus.
Yep. And then
I do the action, and then I do this?
Oh, the action is that.
So I have to wait for him to come back.
It's with anyone.
It's with any apprentice.
Any apprentice. So if you have,
okay.
if you have an apprentice in your hands, it's all full, you can play that apprentice, take the secondary action, and then they go away, and you get a card. Okay.
I will instead...
So you don't get their primary action. The primary action is
primary action is turning. Yeah.
I will make the red dress on the end, which is overpriced. But I will make it and put it in a room. Look how pretty it is.
Yeah, nice. Room.
And that was a red and a blue and a symbol and a thingy. And there we go. We are going to check out the eclipse. The eclipse is on Monday. So
Monday morning.
We are stuck here until the eclipse.
Are you up?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Only had 3.
So, end around.
Oh, because the video that I posted. Yeah, no, that, the eclipse is in Portland / like 45 minutes south of Portland. We were flying to see my family. And then came back. And then Steve's family arrives Friday night. I paint my Mystic figures. I've been working on a how to paint figures video series using my Mystic figures. And I, every once in a while, will start working on it again. And I would like to work on it right now, but it's too busy.
I'm going to slide those down.
With Gen Con.
It is, in fact, too busy.
I recorded my Gen Con most anticipated games yesterday, and I have yet to have time to edit them.
Isn't someone painting from the tutorial?
Yep. Joe Sodano is painting from my tutorial. Patrons have access to my tutorial videos now, which is to help give me feedback and stuff like that. So if any of you are patrons, go check out those videos if you haven't.
Oh, income.
I get 8.
I get 6.
John gets 8.
Does the fountain count?
Have we been dropping off too?
No, I don't. Were they here?
Oh.
Well, the last time it didn't matter because they weren't there.
Yeah, we didn't do it with the jewelry though.
Oh.
The first.
Is it the last one that goes, or the last two?
2.
Oh.
But only if they were there.
Yep. Which I don't know if they were.
I don't
This
either.
one wasn't.
Yeah.
Because this one was a little further, but I think that one might have been. Because
Okay.
you got something for free, I think.
I got
No,
something for free.
John did.
Yeah.
John.
Okay.
Oh, I funded a decoration. I keep forgetting this
Hey.
expansion thing.
All right. So now, if you have cards here.
Oh wait, do I get 6 money? Does the fountain count as $1 more?
Yes.
Okay.
It is a
Oh,
decoration.
I should get my money. So I have 2 dresses plus my 5, so I get 7.
Alright, first thing I'm going to do is...
Wait!
Oh, sorry.
Oh, and then these...
You're gonna wait.
First thing I'm going to do is wait. Because I'm
Yep.
respectful.
What was that noise? John is very respectful.
Apparently not in Steve's eyes.
Wow.
What have I done to wrong you?
Let me make a list. Actually, it's hard to it's hard to make a list. It will take some. There's not. I mean, I can't think of anything.
Wow, just stumbling.
Yeah,
All
I can
right.
do some
Anyway.
research.
Alright, well, now I know how you really feel.
I might have to head to one of the research libraries and go deep into their stacks and look at some old journal articles.
Yeah.
James, I painted my first set live, and then I was recording stuff. I'm painting my 3rd set of Mice and Mystics right now because I helped some kids paint it because they wanted to paint it, and I was practicing my technique for the video series. So yeah. We could do a live chat about editing, but Steve and I filmed it, and Steve worked really hard, and there's some really great Steve cameos in the video that we filmed, so I just need to edit it.
Wait, which one?
The Gen Con most anticipated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, I'm hiring. This guy.
C'est la vue. I don't know what that means. What does c'est la vue mean? C'est la vue.
C'est
C'est la vue.
that's the scene, like
I'm
the
making
past
it.
tense of
I
the
just
verb,
am saying
I have
it.
seen you later.
or like that's the that is the that yeah.
Yeah, it's not a real
I mean, no, it sounds like a turn of phrase. Like that's the thing that has been seen, But yeah, grammar's a little weird.
These cards, for every 3 dresses you have, you get a point. Or 3 things you have out there. Every yellow dress gets you $1. Every red dress gets you $2. For the number of cards in your whole area, you're going to get less money.
Oh, less money. John doesn't want that.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you fired a bunch of people
It's
down
in this area.
in your hand, your discard pile, and in your draw pile. So if you somehow get down to 4 cards, $6.
Okay.
Well, 5.
Can I go now?
Including that one.
No, it'd be
Probably.
4.
Can I go? Can
Yes.
I go now?
Yeah, you can go.
Okay. I'm going to train, but I get money for training him. I don't know why. So he goes bye-bye. Bye-bye.
What does it train you, Ray?
You spend $5. Or you spend or you get? That's a good question, actually.
That's a great question.
I think you spend, but
It looks like a spend because it's on the left side of the 1x.
Yeah.
But
you get a point. I know that.
There are symbols that I don't
You
understand.
pay.
I pay. That's okay. I believe you. Oh, right, for the symbols.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Okay.
You probably go. Unless you're also,
Hmm.
which you can do if you like.
Oh, interesting. For some of these cards, musicians count.
For what?
So like the journeyman bonus for like income, for like having presence in a room, dresses and musicians both count.
Oh, interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Money is awfully hard to come by. And those are also decorations up at the top, right?
Yes.
And we can buy them at any time.
Yes.
I am. This is hard. I had it. It broke. I'm going to hire.
Okay.
Oh.
To hire this gentleman. So it is 3.
Yep.
Into the hand.
Nice.
Okay, John turn.
What is that one?
That's true. It is my turn.
This one isn't in the thing. Oh, it's the same as, okay. I understand.
Oh, was it get or spend, by the way?
It was spun.
Did you spend?
I haven't.
Oh, you haven't done it. Sorry.
Oh, I did. I'm looking through them all. There's a lot of decisions to make.
I'm going to take the fabric for $2. Oops. Yep. You. You. There we go.
I feel like
And then also get $2
there's
back.
one of these are missing.
Yep. So you take 2 out of the deck, shuffle them to here, and take the 2 that were in here and shuffle them into those.
That explains why there's 2 in here that, okay, that are not listed on these pictures.
If you need help with the iconography for those, let me know.
I got it. It's fine.
You're gonna have there's a dark brown background and there's a light brown background. So the light brown is the base game. Or the yellowish.
Oh, very subtle.
Yeah.
Oh, they have it's different background art.
Well, the number. So see, that's base. That's
expansion.
And then with your player colors starting. I see.
Exactly.
See, were you waiting on
smart.
It's back to you.
It's back to you.
But you're not waiting on this stack of cards.
No. It is your next turn.
Great.
There's a lot of good options in there.
Yeah.
Getting income is pretty important.
Yes.
To fund some of these wacky things.
Very expensive.
Employee cards don't go away, right?
What do you mean?
Those don't get flushed.
These, yeah.
They do?
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Love the chat. Chat is why we stream.
Yeah. We stream for the chat.
We do stream for the chat. Okay. Well, I guess I'll do this one. Oh, I feel like that's a bad idea. I feel like I'll do this one instead. Okay. And then I get to take an action. An action.
Is your action going to be in action?
God, I hope not. So now
I do like that the color of the fabric is the color of the eventual dress it makes. I mean, I know that makes sense, but I'm glad they did that.
Yeah.
So
The amount of fabric on the other hand is...
okay, I'm gonna buy fabric.
I guess some of the patterns, you have throwaway fabric.
That's true.
Just gonna stutter over everything. I will purchase this for 2. And then, I should have gotten a point when I hired.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I will also get this one, but I want the 2 lace. It's Steve's turn.
I would like to take an action. And an action is to get free fabric. Or that's the bonus. And then this, I will train this gentleman.
Enjoy.
By spending $5, getting a point.
Mm-hmm.
And then these go.
I will take my turn.
And then this is the section.
Yep.
About the cards you're looking at. And this one and this one are out. And then these 2 aren't in there.
Got it.
So don't even bother reading them.
Oh, I see. I see the base game ones.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I also took
1.
Somebody's just like, what do these icons even mean? What? Okay, that's a nope. That's a nope.
Let's get a little crunchy. Okay. I think...
Well, does it make something but pay one less green or yellow?
Yep. So I'm gonna make this dress here. Do that.
Angela's watching on their laptop now, so some of our audio might end up in her video.
Does the height or does the...
Go straight ahead.
And then I'm also going to take a green ring. And that's going to... I paid... Back. Get something for free. Okay. I am done. Okay. Oh no, I get $1 per thing, so I get $2. Okay.
I'm gonna do my new journeyman. That lets me make 2 dresses, and the second one I must sell, and I get a point for.
Nice.
So
speaking of getting, I got the point.
Well, we can do anything for the first action.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm going to make a dress. So I'm going to do. I'm going to make I'm gonna make this one and this one, and I have everything for those. Oh no! Oh yes, I do. So I have literally everything for them. I just have to decide which one I'm selling and which one I'm keeping. I'll produce this one, and I'll put it here to get 3 money, and then because it cost me $4 to make, that one cost me $2, so I have to spend $6, which I totally had in a 20, but I'm gonna cheat and just do it retroactively. And then this one I sell for $22.
Wow.
This is all, yeah. So that one I sell for $22, and I also get a point for it. And then that is put over in salt. Whew, okay.
I'm going to use an apprentice. I will gain 2 money with that apprentice.
Oh, also, sorry. Because I made a dress and a suit with a journeyman, I do both of those.
Nice.
There was a very distinct reason I did that.
Take that. Yeah. And then it is once again.
Okay. Let's see. I've got $6. The fabric I need to do anything. Okay, so I will get fabric, I suppose. Something better to do.
Yeah, watching Rococo next to Rick and Morty is a little weird. I'm gonna put that up there.
That just makes me think of that Doctor Who episode. But with Rick and Morty instead of Doctor Who.
The Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, the Marie Antoinette.
No, it wasn't Marie Antoinette. It was,
Louis?
No.
Alright, I'm done.
The Madame de Pompadour.
Yeah, Madame de Pompadour.
Okay, I will play this card, which gets me 3 points. That's a 10. And then I will buy a decoration.
Is that stack of points from...
This is my points.
Right.
Mine.
Is it just from using
Don't touch
that card?
it.
Is it from using that card?
No, it's from doing other things. But I'm purchasing this.
Yep.
I'm just wondering what other things.
When I upgraded my dude, I got a point.
I'm just wondering if there's something that I've missed doing.
When I sold that dress, I got a point.
Got it.
So you should have 8 points, right?
I don't know, John. Should I? Should I have 8 points?
You get the points when you sell it?
I have 8 points.
She had the...
I have a special card that lets me get the points when I sell.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yes, I have 8 points.
So you're awesome, is what you're saying.
Yep. Oh man, speaking of awesome, I watched the Lego Batman movie.
Is it good?
So good.
I regret.
So good.
I regret sleeping through that.
Yeah.
It's so good. My nieces were obsessed with it, and my brother was like telling us about it the night we got in. So the next morning, every morning, I'm not a morning person, and my nieces wake me up at 7 a.m. their time, which is 6 a.m. our time. And the one niece is very much like me. She's not a morning person, but the other one is entirely a morning person. And so we have it down to a science where in the mornings when they wake up Aunt Tiffany, they drag me upstairs and then we snuggle and cuddle on the couch and watch a movie. And that's how I get to catch up on all the kids' movies that I've been missing over the years. So this weekend I watched Lego Batman, The Good Dinosaur, and Baby Boss. So yeah, I'm caught up on kid culture for the next, month. But Lego Batman's really good.
Use a master to do that. Sorry, my brain. I will just use this master to get yellow fabric, and then I will make something paying 1 less green.
Nice.
And I will make this.
Awesome.
And then I will pay 2 lace. Yep. And then I should sell this for 22. And then it is drawstring.
I am at cards. It's back to you.
17.
You bought and trained.
Got it.
22.
See you, Nutters.
See you, Nutters.
Bye, Nutters.
Okay, then I will play this card, which is a master, which I can use to do things. Which probably involve hiring. That's 1.
You have a red dress.
I think I'll do this. I'll make this dress for those. It's paying 8, which is expensive. Oh, I don't have the lace.
I just love that you both were so excited about that.
Cheatery.
For different reasons.
I don't have the lace. Okay, then in which case I'll just
You're gonna
hire a gentleman.
This one?
Yes.
And then you'll get $2.
Yep. For having a red dress, $2. And then I will play this gentleman. It's a point for every 3 dresses I have out, but I have 2. But I can either get that for free or get that gentleman for free.
Or fund a decoration.
Or fund a decoration. Oh, the -3 is gone.
Yep.
You mean times 3?
The ×3.
Yeah, the times 3?
So there's
It's
also
not -3.
There's also a majority up here, and the tie is broken by who's furthest right, I believe. So who's paid more?
So Tiffany is currently breaking the tie.
Yes.
I'm also winning. Because there is no tie.
Sorry, there's
You
just
call that winning.
there's so many little crunchy things happening.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna pay 12 to fund
One of which is me getting more wine.
that decoration.
Nice.
Hey, old lady.
Okay.
All right.
And then this blue dress goes away forever.
Yep.
Sorry, blue dress.
No worries.
Devil in a blue dress, blue dress, blue dress, blue dress. Okay. I'm gonna get 5. That's 1, 2, 6, 7. And then we will refill the dresses.
I'll do jewelry when I get back.
Okay.
We can only do this promoting thingy once, right?
If you happen to get the journeyman up to a master, then it flips over again, and you can do it again with another apprentice.
Oh, neat. Oh, I then made.
I think
I made a dress with that.
Did you do that?
You didn't have lace.
No,
I did the one that I sold.
Okay.
With the one that I got from that.
Do you remember if it was
that
a
would
coat or a dress? I guess it's out here, right? It's a coat. No.
It was that one. It was a coat.
He
It
sold.
was the 22. Okay. Cool.
Why?
Cool. I understand. Okay. And then I choose.
And then we get income. So I'm getting 5, 6, 7.
I now see why you want to fire people.
I'm getting 9.
Where did you
Get a buck per these.
Oh.
Jewelry.
I'm also very poor compared to you both. So.
Wait, where's this?
Huh?
So I get 6 here.
I get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, this one. Right.
Yep.
Right. I get 7 now. I like that this game has 2s.
And it's only 3 in your hand. Yeah.
Correct.
Which I started with 3.
I gotta talk to the queen.
Send her a love letter. Perhaps.
Possibly.
It's weird sitting next to you and being comfortable.
I know. I expect there to just be this big old table leg.
We really like this table. Oh, we'll show you the surprise of the table that I finished today. That I'm making a video for to release sometime this week with Gen Con craziness. I don't know when. But I'll show you if you stick around at the end of the stream. Remind me.
I'm very excited for that.
Mm-hmm.
I have not yet gotten the YouTube notification for this game.
When you do, we'll go back in time.
I hired. That'd be great.
You hired, you see.
Points for coats or money for coats.
Is that buy a decoration for $5 cheaper?
Buy decoration for $5 cheaper.
Great, I'm hiring. Not that I would do that.
It's also $3.
It's wild.
It is $3. It's fine. What is money?
And then suddenly it's my turn.
I forgot to mention, I don't have the box for it anymore. But
fabric. So
the Rococo Jewelry Box expansion was sent to us by Eagle Griffin to play. It was given to us by Eagle Griffin to play with our Rococo game because I guess not a lot of people play or enjoy Rococo as much anymore. And so they wanted to build excitement, which is worth it, honestly.
I think this is another one of those games I've only ever played with the expansion. Like I know Role Player was. It just took a little bit of extra time to learn these things, but
it's a little extra.
It adds a little extra.
But you can ignore the jewelry.
Oh well,
and you can ignore this.
Yeah, I'm not
and I think you still could win.
Yeah, it's more paths to victory, but none of these seem super necessary.
Kaiju Kitty
for free. Gives me this.
Kaiju Kitty Tail.
And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 cards. So I get $6. $6, please.
Kaiju Kitty is keeping me from paying you.
Oh, that's 7.
Kaiju Kitty strikes again.
Thank you.
Can you? Yes, you're a good kitty.
I thought she was going to me.
I mean, she was, but she was taking too long, and it's my turn now. I love you, Kaiju Kitty, go away. Alright, I'm using my journeyman to buy fabric. Just like how John has. My name is John and I am fabric. Because you just bought a bunch. Oh wow, the expansion fabric.
Is that the 3s?
Yeah, well, and the double blues too.
I'm gonna buy these.
In the base game, blues only have a single one.
Oh, I can only buy one.
Only buy one.
I'm doing a journeyman. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're good. No one freak out.
And you can buy a member from any.
Yeah. No, I learned that one. Thanks. I now am aware of that situation. Exasperated sigh.
Exasperated purr.
She's purring. I'm sighing. I'll spend $2 getting $3 back.
She's very interested in what you're doing.
That one.
Nice.
And then with my journeyman, I will spend $1 to get.
What would you like?
It's a good card.
I'll take a lace. You're a good card. If you were on a card.
No.
I don't know the reference.
Alexander Kebab.
I don't know. I need to get a haircut. It's really annoying me right now.
I'm
It's
going
very long.
to instruct my master to, using some thread, build this dress.
Nice.
Oh. Got it. And then I will put it somewhere. Will we do majority here first before we do fireworks?
Yep.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
And then
one majority.
That gets me.
One of those for free.
I mean, it's hard to pass up 2 lace.
Yeah.
Who would pass up 2 lace?
I'm going to.
I was telling my mother about this game.
Oh,
and she was like, "That is very much not a Tiffany game," and I was like, "No, I know. Don't worry."
Oh, so I did a dress with the master. So that's the master one.
Yep.
This must be done with the
Exactly.
journeyman or apprentice.
So he's out. Can I have the journeyman deck, please?
Alright. You may let me go?
And then you can go.
Okay. My master will make a dress. A beautiful dress. Make this dress. This dress is gorgeous. Did you see this dress? It's a suit. But I score that, and then it's going to go there.
And it's full. Damn.
And
Just like that.
yeah. That gets split there. Ah, I missed. And that goes there. But this is now full. So I can do a new master. Which excites me. But not me. I can't do it yet. Alright, Steve turn. Go. Thank you. I'm gonna look through these.
You can't.
I can't?
Well, I guess you can since you don't know the game.
Yeah.
Since there's
like
2.
Normally.
Well, there's 2 that went into here and 2 that are in there.
Oh, okay. Then I will look at this. There we go.
Can you do the bonus before you do the main action?
That's a good question.
If ordering matters.
I think you can't, but
I think I remember you saying you can't.
can I see the rules?
Maybe.
Just because it would actually matter for the.
Yeah. Pretty sure you don't, but let's see.
Yeah, I think I remember you saying.
Take actions after and only after you may do the bonus.
Got it. So I cannot use.
This is a.
I cannot fuel my
Nope.
wild debauchery. I'm in trouble. In that case, I will use this gent.
Mhm.
I'll pay 1 to get a thread.
Okay.
Or that happens after, but I'm paying
Yeah.
2 to do this dress.
Okay.
And that fabric. In lace. Thank you much.
about our Thursday stream in general. There's so many stuff.
And this goes somewhere. And I think it goes here to get my lace back.
Get your lace back? What does it get your lace back?
Because I covered up.
Oh, you covered up lace back.
I'm gonna do this.
Wait, I have a turn?
Steve just went.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
You do have a turn.
I
Don't
was
worry.
excited.
It's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I just played my third card. You want to play your fourth.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm
Very-
Are you excited?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you so excited you can wait?
No.
I'm doing these, wasting some things.
Hey, you two dog Riviera, your bed's free.
She's right here. She's come and say hi. She's a tired, sore pup.
I'm also
She had a long
gonna
weekend.
spend
with
4.
her puppy
I'll
sitter.
take that yellow.
4-year-old?
2-year-old.
2-year-old. Oh,
Mhm.
oh. My joints hurt.
Ichi spent the weekend at a friend's house. And the friend lives in like a townhouse, so there's lots of stairs. And she's an old lady. She's got arthritis in her hips and her shoulders.
Oh.
But that didn't stop her. They have a 2-year-old, and she loves playing with kids so much. And she is exhausted from spending 3 days with a 2-year-old. 4 days with a 2-year-old. 4 days! You spent 4
I'm done.
days! Okay.
Now, Tiffany, you can do that thing that you were so
Yay!
excited about.
Journeyman. Journeyman. Journeying with the man. I'm buying decoration. I'm gonna buy another firework.
Yeah.
Do
makes
you,
sense.
do
Yeah.
you believe in him?
What's
The
your
Journeyman?
What's your
Yeah.
first action gonna be though?
Crying.
Have
Um,
you ever stopped believing in him?
Shh. I'm trying to think, and it's very difficult when you talk at me. I just can't afford that, can I?
Did he used to work
Oh,
on
it's
that?
-$5.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop spending that. I get $5 back. This
Did he
is
used to work
important.
on the docks?
I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna buy for my first action, second action, whatever it is. I guess I'll buy another decoration. Could get some fabric. Could take the queen's note. When does the game end?
In the deck set.
Oh,
7 rounds.
So 6 or 7 rounds. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1. We have 3 more rounds.
I guess I could purchase some fabric for my primary action. I'll pay for another decoration. It's important to decorate
Certainly is.
something. What was the bonus again if you match the color of the dress that you're...
You get a free blind draw.
Cool. I'll pay $7, I guess, to do that.
Do you have to? Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Done.
Cool. I'm out.
I'm gonna play this guy. I will make a dress.
So
Is it gonna be enough money? Yes, it will. Okay. I'm gonna make this dress. Coat. Sorry.
Coat dress. They
Coat
gotta
dress.
all be coats or dresses. Zena actually seems pretty tired too.
Well, she spent all weekend with Baxter.
Spend all weekend with your BFF, you get tired.
Yeah, Xena went, her BFF dog. It's important. So Ichi went and played with a human child, and Xena went and played with a dog all weekend. Kind of talks about the personality of their dogs.
3.
Yeah.
So pay 3, get 1 back. And then I'm going to
Oh,
fund a
so
decoration, because I can copy your for $5 cheaper.
Yep.
So I will fund that one for 8, which is exactly what I have. I'm broke. But I'm done.
Alright, now we do things.
Alright.
I just realized I forgot to email the dog walker about walking this weekend.
So, first I pick... What was it that goes into your hand? Oh, so first I have to pick from these.
First you have to pick from those, which is all you can do. And then these don't flip over until this is empty. And we get income too.
is the worst.
I'll take $11, please. Any chance?
And I will take 7 still, which is oh no, wait,
7,
I have
8.
more. I have 9 dresses out, or I have 4 dresses out, so I get $9. I will take 10 and back a 1. Oh, and then new dresses.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna do something different. Were there any dresses in the expansion too?
No. But Tiffany was saying that you have the fancy dresses expansion, which is
we have some promo, which is super fancy dresses.
All the 5 ones are promo.
Yeah.
And then it comes with the extra fabric as well. But yeah, the 5 ones are crazy. I've never played with them before. That's gonna be hard to beat. Well then, okay. Both of you ready?
Yeah.
Yep. Just 1 second. First action's gonna be to hire.
Darn it. I think I didn't make my person go away when I upgraded them.
I'll hire.
Because you started with 5 cards, right?
Yeah. Okay, done.
Tiffany, it is once again time for you.
Yeah, I don't really like my cards. Okay, I'm gonna get some fabric, which is fabulous. Fabulous fabrics. Which would be the name of the fabric store if I owned one. I'm gonna go with I guess I'll do this one, and then I will also do this one.
So it's gonna be $4.
Oh, wait, why 4?
$2 for each.
But that one was in a 0.
No, it's $2 if there's 3 tiles. $1 if there's 2.
I have been pricing this wrong the entire game.
Have you been getting free fabric?
I don't know what I've been doing. I
Master
legit,
Exchange.
I don't know. Because I thought it was the fabric here is 0, the fabric here is 1, and this is 2.
No.
I might have been overpaying, quite honestly.
Okay, maybe it
In
balanced
some
out.
cases, I think
Yeah.
it might have balanced out
Good.
on some of them.
We'll hope it all comes out in the wash.
That's right.
For Night James.
Hey, James.
Okay. Anyway, I bought fabric.
I'm going to hire this gentleman for 3. Pay for 1 back. And then no bonus on that master.
I'm gonna hire for 1. Yay! And then I have 9 cards now, so I get $5.
Oh, sorry.
That's right.
I just realized we don't have dog things for this weekend.
Yeah, it's gonna be kind of a wild weekend.
Maybe we could bring one of the dogs with us.
Why not?
I mean, Kevin's only slightly allergic. He'll be fine. Is it back to me?
Back to you.
Xena has one less coat than Ichi.
That's true. And she's just better behaved. I'm gonna do this apprentice to get the 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
Where the heck? There we go. And then I will. His action is going to also be purchasing fabric. So I guess I'm paying 2 for that, and then I actually just want the lace in them. Thank you. Okay, done.
I, as well, in addition to others, would also like to purchase fabric. I will use this master. I will pay 1 for that. And then I will use his bonus to make a dress for 1 less yellow.
Nice.
So that takes care of this with 2 lace. And then I will put this somewhere. Journeyman did it. So let's go here.
Okay.
John's turn.
I will get some fabric. Get that for free. And then I will also make something for 1 less. Copying your action.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. And I will do. I'll do this one. I'll buy a ring for 4. Gives me this. Can I have that ring, please?
Yes. What color?
Green. Yep.
It's like there's 2 green rings.
True.
Oh, I don't want that yet.
Do I want to sell this? I have $6. I kind of like being out here, though. Points. No more bonuses, are there?
Which bonuses?
So there's no more bonuses, right? For Journeyman. I will go. Where do I want to be? What do I want to do? I'll go there. Gives me that.
Tiffany's turn.
Hang on. Emailing our dog walker. Okay. I'm doing the Journeyman.
Yay.
And I think I'm gonna pay to have that Journeyman turned into a master.
Nice.
But I take the bonus action
Yes.
first, which is to make a dress and sell the dress and get a point for selling the dress. Which I love this. But yeah, it's gonna have to happen. So also I think the dress I was looking at was made. Totally was. Great. So that's fine. Everything's fine. I will do. I can't afford that. I'll do this dress for free using all my fabric. And that to get a point.
Oh my god.
And $18.
Is that the one you wanted to do? That's what I wanted to do too. You got both of us.
Oh my god.
Yay! And I'm only doing it because somebody took the one I wanted. So, you know. Something, turnabout. Something. I missed. And it's done.
Wow.
It's just everywhere.
You got it?
But that, I guess I flip this again. I have to spend $5, and then I get to retire this card, and I get a new master.
Mm-hmm.
And the master I wanted.
But so then I can take my turn. Yeah.
Yes.
So I
am
going to take this double green for Elise. Good. Yes. And then.
Oh no!
Kitty!
Down you go. There we go. Oh,
it's okay.
And then, yes, I will make the dress. I'll use a green and a yellow. Mm-hmm. And that lace that I picked up. Steve.
I'll
do this dress. Yep. And I will get 2 points for it. Are we limited to the number of dresses we can make?
We are. Which is why having them stuck over there is...
Oh, because you get them back.
Yep. I don't know what happens if we run out of spaces for Journeyman. There's only 4 more spots. 5 more spots.
For Journeyman?
Yeah.
So confused.
For Journeyman spaces.
Ones that don't require a master.
Yeah.
Oh.
That means Journeyman can no longer make dresses.
I mean, they can just sell them.
And sell them.
They can't put them in the rooms.
Right. Okay, so these are gone.
I'm really sorry. I knew what I wanted, and then things changed. How many rounds? Wait,
that happened to me.
2 rounds after this one? Because you said 3 rounds last time.
Yes, 2 rounds.
2 rounds. Oh, goodness. I have too many cards.
I'm gonna hire this guy for free.
Mm-hmm.
Get $1 per decoration, so that's $3, please.
Okay. My turn.
Mm-hmm.
I have this lovely gentleman who is a master.
Nice. And the pink is in game. Right?
Yes. Yeah. Yep. And the fire action, I have to fire somebody from my hand. I can't just fire somebody.
You fire the card you play.
That would be stupid. Okay. In that case, I will pay for a decoration.
Nice. I was gonna do that.
Well, with this master, I can't make a dress. I could get fabric. Or I could start funding decorations. I'm going to fund that last rooftop spot. So, one back. 14. And then I will get 2 points for, or $2 for every red dress I have out. So that's 6, and then $1 for every yellow dress.
I should have gotten a point for upgrading my apprentice.
I should have as well.
Points for everybody. Okay, well that's one for you. Thank you.
I'm on the board.
Sorry. So that was 6 for my red dresses, and then 2 for my yellows.
Nice.
So $8.
I will. I'm gonna make a coat. So that. And these two. And I'll pay 5 for that other ring, please.
Oh, so the green one?
Yep. Which will get me...
Those seem really awesome.
Give me one of these.
Oh my god, they give you a lot of income.
The joy.
Yeah.
Potentially, yeah.
And then I will put it out. Because there's not many spots left.
There they aren't.
I'll go here. Maybe I just want to show up this 5. Yep. And then I get a point per 2 dresses.
Nice.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 3 points apiece.
Or that's cool because it's dresses or coats.
Dresses or
I know.
coats.
I only just realized now that my yellow or red thing was just dresses.
That's a 20. I'll take it.
It had a 2 on it.
Ooh. Does anyone else have any other cards?
I'm trying.
Okay, I'm gonna make a make a coat. Blues.
The hand management is nice.
Yeah, right.
It's not a deck builder, but you still
Yeah.
can't use the cards you played last round unless your deck's small enough.
Exactly. There. Definitely keep that for the points. I wish now that I would have funded the bottom decoration on the fountain because I have so many freaking dresses.
Yeah, I was wondering why you hadn't. I mostly just bought it to stop you.
I know. I was going to do it that round.
Oh, okay.
So that was well played.
Yes.
I think I'll do that. Which gets me this. It also gets me this. Done.
Oh, wow. I only just noticed that dresses are only red or yellow and coats are only green or blue.
Mm-hmm.
And there aren't the opposite.
Yep. Alright, so never seen some in-game stuff. So this is for the cards that you have, you're going to get points.
Every two
Gold Masters. 40 dresses.
Oh, we get to see the new stuff before we pick, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, everybody, for what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
Just my drawings. My drawing.
How many times have you guys played this one? I've played this twice, maybe 3 times. I can't remember. This is Steve's first time. And John's going to have to look it up.
I'm going to have to look it up. I think 4. But I know for certain. Yep, 4.
We've had this one for a while. I've played it 2-player with John. I think, did we play it twice? I feel like I've played
Just once.
Just once.
Yep.
But the 2-player, the things that happen with the ballroom is not as interesting in 2-player. I'm liking it more in 3-player.
Right.
I just am distracted because I realized our dog sitter for this weekend for the eclipse is unable to dog sit. And so I'm like, I gotta find one. So this week is chaos. This week is so chaos. Hey, Vince. Loco shop. Ooh. Oh man. I have to pick one to not play.
This is second to last round?
Yeah. Second to last round. Okay.
You ready?
I'm ready.
I'm probably ready.
Oh, income.
Aha!
It's like, why do I only have $4?
6,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13.
11.
I too get 13.
13 for you, John?
Hey, 10 and a 1. Just give me 2. That looks better. Okay. Big 5. This guy.
Okay. Tiffany's turn.
Wait, why?
I just went.
Oh. Okay.
Oh, yeah, that is a nice find.
Yeah.
Interesting copy of Pillars of Earth.
Yeah, that is a really good find. I, thanks to income, can do this. So, Journeyman.
Okay.
The primary action of the Journeyman is to, I don't even care. Is Queen's Ladder free?
Yes.
Queen's Ladder.
Hey, you get $5 actually.
Woohoo!
Wow, really?
Okay.
Worth it. And I get to buy a decoration for $5 cheaper. So I am purchasing statue.
Nice.
Alright. Super turn. Now you may go. Now you may go. I wanted to play Pillars of Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
It's being reprinted. So it should be easier to find fairly soon. It looks like a real interesting game. It's an interesting auction mechanism.
Miles has one. Somebody has one.
Chris.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miles might have one too.
So I'll play them. Play it once. Every once in a while I see it in a used stack. Cat, is there any
It's me.
Cat.
Yep. Goodness me. You feel good there, Ichi? I'm gonna play this and pick up this for 2.
Okay.
I think she's reverse licking the chicken potter.
And then I will take this for each. Nice. And once again, it is John's turn. Oh, and I have to pay 1.
I'm gonna pay 8. That sounds crazy.
It's insane. Are you feeling okay?
It's wild.
Okay.
Good. Shoot a card on the ground.
Which would be all I have. Because it was.
There's still sawdust at the table from when I drilled into it.
I will put you in the spots I can, which is the second to last spot for Journeyman. That gets me this.
Okay. My turn? Okay, I'm going to do that. And my...
Oh, wait. That's $4, right? I will spend $4 to get the jewelry.
I have no. Darn it.
Come here, Kaiju Kitty. Come on. Surround sound barking, Erpenstein. That's pretty great.
How's that with Charles?
There you go.
Kaiju kitty.
I was like, wait, it's John's. Oh no.
I would have been fine with it.
Yep.
Realize the thing that I want to do is not really possible. Okay, then I will buy fabric, I guess, still, for cheapsies. Now that I know how fabric works. Then I'll spay the buck to get a thread. Fine. I'm done with that turn.
I'm going to play a master. With that master, I will use thread and 2 yellows and pay 6 to create that yellow dress with the master.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
There. Oh.
Got majority.
I did. So there's that. And then now I get $2 for every red dress.
Oh, I didn't realize that spot. Oh, it doesn't matter.
6, 7, 8, 9.
Cool. I'm going to train this journeyman. I can't do the bottom action. I get those back. I get a point, please. And the master stick.
The master stick?
Master
Stack.
Stack. Master stack.
Thank you.
Right. I am playing.
I feel like that box is too big for Abby.
It is. She's upset about it. I'm playing a MasterCard. To do what? I don't know. Don't really know. I guess I sent my master to buy fabric because that makes great sense.
I'm also train my journeyman. And then pay 5. And then get a point. And then after all of that training happens, I'll get 1 point per 3 dresses and coats.
Well, he goes away, so you need to do it now.
But it's probably your last opportunity to play him, so it's fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 2 points.
That's 2 with a 0, right?
Can I see the rules?
The expansion rules or base rules?
Expansion.
Oh, and then let's go back.
Wait a minute.
Hmm.
Oh no, I forgot to take my secondary action.
Oh, well, go for
Mind
it.
if I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to fire this guy.
Maybe he minds if you do
Yeah.
that.
Did you ask him?
Sorry, dude. $14, please. I had a way to get money. Okay, what else do I want to do? Thanks.
Oh, it's very worthwhile journeyman.
Yeah. It's a tough choice, huh?
Arkwright, Meeple, Realty answered. Interesting. I still want to play Arkwright.
Me too.
Really bad.
We should.
Yeah, we should. No, I don't have one.
I can pick it up.
I could probably get one too. Okay. we'll Rochambeau for it.
Okay.
What's Arkwright?
It's Spreadsheets the game.
Oh, that's the
Yeah!
one where you manage the ye olde
Linen
linen
Yeah.
and textile company. Oh, I really want to play that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to get it.
This is a tough choice. 2, 3, 4, 5.
The upside is as soon as you pick something, you get to take a turn.
Alright, I picked something. And let me take a turn. Okay, the turn I'm going to take is...
Wait, are you also hiring?
Yeah.
Did you also? Oh, you did. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A truck. I know.
Truck, a truck.
Truck.
This is where it gets really...
Truck.
Truck.
Truck. John's truck is stuck.
My truck is stuck.
Shucks. I'm going to put this one into my hand. I got my point for that. Yes, I did.
Alright, I will hire. I think. And I'm going to hire. So give me 3 points.
Will is here.
Willie! Hey!
Oh, Etie's got her bed.
My truck is stuck.
Peachy, you look a little pathetic. How you doing?
She had a rough weekend, Daddy. She had a great weekend, but it was long and tiring.
You get $9 to get a
She's
point.
our old lady.
You know, if we ever get a different color IKEA chair, we're going to be able to see our dog again.
But then we will be able to also see her fur on it when she leaves the chair. I'm out of action.
Steve?
Oh, I would like to play Master, and that Master is going to make this coat.
Ooh, nice.
Using this green and blue, which I
Jeez.
just happen to have.
This is going to be a close game, I think.
And then I will pay $2 for that. Use my Master, flip it over, and then
I kind of ignored dresses and I feel bad about it. I don't think it's going to work out for me. I thought I was...
You're getting...
Well, I thought that was
quite a
good
few.
enough, but, like, it's not going to be.
I
don't
think
it's
I
gonna
want
be.
$4. And then, for every pair of red and yellow dresses, I get a point, and I have 3 pair. So that's 3 more.
That's awesome.
That was unexpectedly great.
That's great.
Don't you have 2 cards left?
I have 2 cards left.
I'm going to trade these.
Yeah, I will not be winning this game.
Yeah, ignoring jewelry was to my peril, I think. Wait, did that need...
I'm not getting 5 for it.
That needed...
Yeah, but the income during the game is helping you a lot.
That is kind of true. Can I do it? I can't do it. I don't have cards. That's too bad.
Do you think cats like cardboard because they were trees once? Not the cats, the cardboard.
No, I think... Well, it might just be slightly softer than if it were, like, plastic or something. But I bet if you kind of made a box out of anything, cat would go in it.
No, because I think she likes... It's cardboard. She'll lay on cardboard. If there's just cardboard flat on the table, she will lay on it.
But Can't Stop was a cat
Can't
bed
Stop.
while we were putting up the shelves.
She loved laying on Can't Stop.
Have you tried tape a square on the floor and see if they crawl into it?
Similar things have happened. If there's like, what was it? I think there was a laptop on the bed, and she picked just the laptop to sit on. Like there's this huge fluffy bed, but there was just this square laptop, and she just sat directly on the laptop.
I wonder if you put like a circle box and a square box. They choose the square box always.
I don't know.
Important experiments you need to be running.
Science.
You know,
needs
you
to
have
know.
access to our cat as well.
That's true.
I'm just saying.
Well, you don't know what we did.
Diary, August 21st, 2017.
How many master dresses do I have? Just one. It's terrible. It's not worth getting. I don't know what to do with my master. Because I can't make a dress. So I have to get this for free, I suppose.
You sound so sad.
Terrible waste of a master. Alright. Last round.
Alright, I will pick 3 cards.
That, and I get 2 more cards.
Tiffany is first player.
Yoo-hoo!
That queen comes back.
So someone can buy it for $3.
Yep. 3 points and $5. Because end of game, where'd the card go? Money is 10 to 1 points. It's really 3.5 points.
So if you have 2 statues, can you use the same set of dresses for both?
Oh,
This game is stupid.
did these
No,
didn't
we
drop
need
off,
to
did they?
do all of the things. All of the upkeep needs to happen.
That fancy one.
Two. 6, 7, 8, 9, $14.
I think I still just get 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do you get 1 per dress or 2 per dress? With the statue. It's 1, right?
You are on both statues. All you do is just count up all your markers.
Yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait, what? Did I count wrong last time? I totally counted wrong last time. Plus 5, 14.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 and 5 is also 14.
Your mom's 14. That would be weird.
That would
Time
be weird.
travel. It's time travel.
Okay.
Not you.
We'll have to pick you. Definitely you. I mean, I kind of want you. Sure, why not? Why not? My turn. You ready?
Turn.
Steve's still picking. Okay, cats don't develop conflict resolution strategies to the extent that more gregarious species do, so they may attempt to circumvent agnostic encounters by avoiding others, decreasing their activity. Okay. Oh, wait.
Hiding is a behavioral strategy.
Okay, so they like cardboard boxes because it's a behavioral strategy. But she just lays on cardboard
to
boxes.
To cope with environmental changes and stressors, like stream night.
I don't know. Willie, your cat is sleeping in an IKEA doll bed and you haven't taken a picture? What is wrong with you? Tweet that. Tag me right now.
Okay, I think we good. This is going to be a little intense.
Are you ready? No, we're not intense. You knew that was coming. Are you ready, John? No, you're not.
I am ready.
Okay. My master brings all the girls to the ball, and they're like, my dresses are better than yours. I can teach you if you want to.
Someone would probably have to charge.
Building this one for $1.
Yep.
Yellow dress, complete a set. What? Master, get $5.
Okay.
I'm going to play an apprentice. I will get fabric. And then I will pay $1 to get
this technically would be.
And then that's John's turn.
I think I have to buy a card.
Checking Twitter for picture of Willie's cat. It's not there yet.
Give me $7 back.
Still not there yet.
And
Come on, Willie.
what do I want? Done.
I don't think you can post links, period. You'll just have to tweet it at me, Vince. Even if I give you mod approval, I don't think I can send you a link. Or I don't think you can post a link, I should say. I will take
Willie,
the queen.
I like Willie's promo idea.
Yeah.
For $5.
Take the queen?
I get $5.
Take her on a date?
I take her someplace.
We do have to play Batman Love Letter after
and
this.
then I get to do this thingy, which is great. It's wonderful. gets me 4 points. 4 points. 4 points. Money is not a good
investment.
It's a terrible conversion rate.
Spending all my money, honey. Oh wait, no, I get a $5 discount. Yeah. Stevie turn.
I am going to place. I'm gonna.
They are defending other people from aggressive cast scan. That's very true.
I'm going to place this person.
Okay.
Wait. Yes. No. Yes.
No.
No.
Don't do it.
Yes.
No. Yes.
No.
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 What's that from?
I don't know, but no.
No.
Is that Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Or maybe.
Careful where you're poking.
Gotta check Twitter to see if Willie's cat is on the internet yet. Yeah!
I'm gonna make. Well, so first I'm gonna pay $25 for that.
Mm-hmm.
And then.
Thank you, Willie.
I'm gonna make this. The discount doesn't really apply, but I'll use it. I use it blue and lace. 3 points. It's a journeyman, so I have to place it somewhere. Journeymanable. Place it there. Okay. And that's that.
I will. Fund a decoration for sure.
And I probably had to pay $2 for that.
What else do I want to do?
Probably.
Probably.
Two decorations. 2, 4, 6. Oh, one thing we haven't been doing. I don't think it applies to anyone yet, though. The all rooms presents.
Oh.
Steve.
No.
It's not
Steve's one off.
I'm one off too.
Yes.
Good catch.
Just 6 points.
It doesn't count though. Oh no, musicians do count.
You're one off as well. Do they count?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Musicians count.
Yep. We're all one off. Oof. Okay.
Oh, but then I can no longer get a musician in the middle there.
So that being the case, then.
A musician in the middle?
I can't get that.
No,
musician.
you have to do a dress.
I will get.
Well, if I had known that, I wouldn't have actually paid for that musician.
If I had known that,
fine.
I would have put it there.
If I had known that, I would have put my musician otherwhere, and I would have beaten you to it. So, asterisk came. Nobody knew. We keep going. I would have beaten you, because I would have been here, and I would have gotten it in every room.
That's true.
So...
Do you want to change it?
No.
It was just your last turn that you did it.
Well, but it was his last turn that he would have moved the dress to also get it.
Well,
So
I wouldn't have gotten it. I still would have needed to put decoration there. So you would have gotten it before
Yeah.
anyway.
Because he would have.
Yeah.
He just placed here, but he's also not here.
I mean, are you going to get it right now, John?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Then no, it's fine.
Only if we can swindle John out of some points.
Oh, I guess mods can do it. There you go.
Steve.
Okay.
Oh, yep. I got you.
You did get
Oh, actually, I was going to get that one.
That's fine. I'll take the extra point.
Wait, I still have cards. You only get one action.
That was my bottom
Bonus.
action.
So,
my first action was taking this, and my bonus action was funding a decoration.
okay, so now it's my turn.
And so now I'm just making sure that that's what I wanted to do. And it is.
Okay. Alright. It's the dude that gets new points. Yay! Love the dude that gets new points. And then I will find a decoration.
Yep.
And I was gonna get the one in the king's room because I can totally afford it, but this is better.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
In fact, one more. No.
It's 1 point more plus. It's 1 point less on the board, but I also.
It's 5 points.
Give that.
Dang. Oh, but then the second person to do it. Oh, but I can't.
2 points.
Well, I only have a master left. It would probably be prudent for me. That's every pair. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. So that would be worth 6 points. Can I get more than 6 points by just putting something on the board? Probably not. So let's hire this for 3.
$5. I could have bought jewelry when I bought my dress that I did earlier.
I hired them for 3, and then no bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna make a dress.
Yep. 3.
Or a coat, rather. There. Which gets me this.
Oh, and you win the tie.
Yep. And then I will also get a point, please. Tiffany? Yep.
Yeah, I'm out.
Probably don't want to fire the one that gives you the endgame bonus.
Probably not.
Are there any cheap decorations left?
8. It's the cheapest, I believe.
$7.
That you can buy. Oh, no, you can buy. No, that's 8 as well.
Yep.
You're hosed.
I'm in trouble.
You're pinky hosed.
Yeah, oh. Is there a conversion rate for these?
Nope. There is a card in here that will give you points for them. I think we'll be in the same situation as you.
Yeah, that's fine. I think I'll just
For $2. I will do. I wonder if you have to do an action. We'll just fire him.
Rococo powder.
I'll just fire him for $4. Doesn't matter.
Next problem's powder.
Alright. Game's over.
Game's over.
Awesome. This is fun.
You haven't scored yet.
Yeah.
You don't know how fun it was.
I only have one endgame card, but
here's where we want to have a score track. Instead, we have chits. Conversion rate 10 to 1 for money, if anyone has those.
I have
Rounded
$5.
up.
Nope. I have nothing as well.
Yep.
Now we do in-game cards.
I have 1.
2, I will get 14 points, please.
Do you have a 1? Oh no, that's money. Never mind.
Do you have a 1 in points?
I do.
Or here, I can just do this. I managed to grab 2 2s at once.
Okay.
14. From in-game points
Yep.
is what you did?
And then I get 6.
1. I get, from every decoration, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Does the bonus count or no?
For decorations? I don't
No.
think so, because they're
No,
not,
it's a different symbol.
Yeah, I think it's a different symbol. So
Oh,
1,
crap.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
What are you at 9?
I have 1 for every decoration.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one doesn't count.
I might have been counting your dress, I guess. 8.
Okay.
Alright.
Mm-hmm.
Next, we do
Majorities, then
majorities, and then fireworks, and then we do fireworks and statues. Okay, so majorities. Here,
When do we do points on the board?
that's the very last thing.
I'm going to be really sad until then.
Steve gets majority, I get second, so I'll get a point.
There's your 1 point, and then I
Okay.
get 4.
Yep.
I'll do 5, 1, and then I'll do.
Here I get 5 Tiffany gets 2. Don't give me a 10. Here's...
Oh, just give you a 10 instead.
Start,
yeah.
Start consolidating.
Here.
Just start mixing up on yours.
Steve gets 3, I get 1.
I get 3.
Here I get 2, and
We
you
split
tie,
one?
so you get 0, I believe.
Round down, I guess.
I think you round down. You can double check.
That's fine.
Here, Steve wins for 6. Tiffany gets second for 2.
Oh, 3, right? Oh, we're doing the top.
6 here. And then here, Tiffany gets 6, and Steve gets 2. And then we move up our fireworks. I'm just making some liberal assumptions here
About points.
about what you want to move up.
Oh, did we do... You just didn't give me that 6, right?
You have to get it. You're sitting next to the points.
No, I was doing something. I didn't realize we also got majority for the top.
Okay, statues.
I get 8.
You get 1 of each.
Yeah,
Nice.
1 of each. That's all I have.
Steve.
You
you get.
It's just 8, right? Because I have 1 of each.
You have 1 of each as well. Yeah. Is that true? Yeah. And I also get 8, so it's a wash.
We all did it.
Then we have
The chat is coming up with promos and expansions, which are all points.
I think Rococo Cop.
That's
That's
good.
gonna be great.
Yeah.
Barocco for super artsy fartsy clothes.
Yep.
Rococo. Yeah. The Bread of Porter promo. Best rules. Okay.
Nice.
Barocco.
All right.
And then we
Queen!
count up
Oh,
points.
Brococo.
Oh yeah.
That'd be.
Oh yeah, Queen.
Oh, did we do decorations?
We're gonna do that now. So now we remove all of our markers, counting up the points for them.
Oh, God.
So how about you start?
That's
1,
5 points.
Okay.
7, 11,
13.
yeah, 15,
15, 25, 46, 46. Wow.
Okay, that's gonna be hard. But then these don't count for anything.
No, this
They
is
just-
the 3 from me.
10,
So 49 because the 3 from the
16, 19, 22, 25, 27, 30, 32, 37. We already did that. Oh, 38, 39.
Thank you.
All right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 24, 29, 39, 41, plus 5 is 46.
Very nice. 46 for you, John.
Thank you.
Is that your final?
Yeah, John got 46.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's my final. Unless there's other
70.
secret points.
That's it.
79.
70. It's a close game. What'd you get, Tiffany?
91.
Whoa,
Damn!
Did I win?
83.
Yeah!
79. Wow.
Nicely done.
I think. Oh.
I was all about decorations.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah.
Well, this especially.
I was like, I'm just not gonna worry about dresses, except for I just need to do
Yeah.
those 2, and then I'm
Mhm.
good. Yay!
Nice.
But I mean, you still did other dresses, right? But
Only enough to get the statue to
Yeah,
make
you
that
just did 4.
decoration worth it.
really?
Yeah. I just did it to make that decoration worth it.
Yeah. Where did you get most of your points? Well, I guess you had things that were giving you points throughout the game that helped.
Yes. I had 13 points just from joining the game. Maybe 14.
Yeah, getting the apprentice out early paid off.
Yeah.
Mine was really tough to get out. Mine, I had to go up all the way to master.
Oh, jeez. Mine was just 3
dresses.
points for having 3 dresses. Don't know why I didn't.
No, it's Once you have 3 dresses, you could hire him.
Yeah, once I have 3 dresses, I could hire him, and then I would get 3 points every time.
Well, I hired my guy on my first round. Yeah.
So you got to play him at least
that really helps.
3 times, right? Maybe 4?
I only played him 3 times, I think. 3 or 4. Or no, it was 4. I played him 4 times. Woohoo!
That was a lot of fun. Thank
you for my confetti emoji. I was not actually expecting to win that. And that's Rococo! This stream is long, but the stream is long because we talked and killed time for half an hour in the beginning of it.
Thank you for waiting, by the way.
And then there was the rules, and so realistically, if you knew how to play this game and you set this up and you just play this, you could do this in an hour 10.
Yeah.
This setup is a little fiddly, but if you bag it right, you're fine.
How did the...
These are your player cards. Where's the rest of your player cards?
No, those are yours.
Those are John's.
Those are John's. How did people feel about the hand management cards? Like firing people to keep your deck kind of small. Like I felt like I
never did it.
I felt like I could cycle through my hand well enough that I didn't need to fire people.
I had several cards that rewarded me for having lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
So I kept my deck thick. I fired a couple people though with this action.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to punish you too hard for having a large deck.
No. It's worse when you get through a bunch and then you have just 3 cards here and you have to pick them up.
Yeah, it's more important to be able to kind of tailor what you want for that turn.
Which is why I really like this guy, because I could play him when I have only 3 cards left and then fire one of those 3 cards and then replace that with something better. So I did that several times.
Ichi! It's okay. Trash day. Sorry, guys. She was doing really good because she was so tired, and then she's rested.
So, all the expansion 5s I should put together.
Yep. And then all expansion 2s as well. Yeah, I think setup is less fiddly than takedown.
Yeah. I mean, depending on how you set up.
Yeah.
Or how you take down. But, I...
What do you think of your second play? Because your first play, you weren't super jazzed on it, right?
I wasn't, and I don't know if I'm still... I'm not super jazzed on it.
Yeah.
Still. But it's good. There's the queen. I enjoy it. I think I think because of the potential of the downtime between turns, it's one of those games where it's it doesn't really matter, because it's really quickly to suss out what the situation on the board is in regards to what you were planning to do on your turn, because you can only kind of program 3, maybe 5 or 6 actions a turn. The downtime while you're waiting for your opponent to finish their thing is kind of annoying. But it's not nearly as bad as games like 5 Tribes or
because it's not something where everybody's action is going to completely change the board state like 5 Tribes, which is its kind of call.
Well, I could imagine in a 5-player game it totally would.
True, in terms of fabric and dresses and stuff. There are times where I was like, please, I hope nobody does this thing that I've programmed my whole turn around.
Yeah, I played at 5 players, and you're right, it does totally, well, not completely change, but you're gonna be affected quite a bit by it, because
there's still only 9 in the market.
This doesn't tighten up, and this doesn't tighten up.
Mm-hmm.
I think 2-player
doesn't
the area control isn't interesting enough, and then in 3-player, I think it's great. I think your comment earlier on odd numbers was accurate. I think 3-player is much more interesting than 2-player, because the game does change a little bit more, and you're competing with 2 people and their strategies, which forces you to do weird things, like focus on just decorations. But
I feel like with 2-player, enough of the things would feel like free points, like the room majorities, that you kind of have to do a little of everything.
Yeah. which is less interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
A game where I'm forced to do a little bit of everything, I don't necessarily like.
Yeah.
Which is probably why I don't tend to enjoy Felds, if we're honest.
Yeah.
Because the game, Felds forced you to do a little bit of everything.
Sure.
Yeah.
In this game, I came to my own conclusions that I had to do a little bit of everything in certain areas, but I could do it the way that I wanted.
Yeah.
So I made dresses, but I made very specific dresses
to meet extra points. And,
to meet the goal that I was already going for in regards to decorations. Like, all the dresses that I made only ever had to do with decorations. I literally only ever made them for decorations. I never made a dress for a dress's sake. So yeah. All the ones I was, using to make money, it was so I could buy more decorations. I was all about the decorations.
Because I was trying to go for area control, mostly.
Right.
And
me too.
And the points you get from that were okay. I think it was fine, but...
Yep.
What are you doing? Put your players in those. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
I don't know. I think I like the fact that there were enough things for you to just kind of focus. Like, I didn't do jewelry, really.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I actually did okay not focusing on that. Like, it kind of feels like you, especially in the 3-player, you should pick some things to really focus on and not try to spread yourself too thin.
I bought a jewelry decoration because I was like, well, might as well.
You got the money for it.
Yeah.
Is there a bag for...
Not yet, there isn't. Is it a big bag or will it be oh, yeah, it's a big bag.
It's rather big.
Use that.
Oh, we need 2 more player bags.
So yeah. I'm not a big area control fan, which is kind of funny considering one of my top Gen Con games. And I find that in area control games, I tend to just ignore the area control part if I can. And I go for victory in other ways. Which, if I'm playing an area control game that has a mechanic and I can win by ignoring the area control, that's great game design in my opinion.
Yeah.
Which is one of the reasons why I think that this game is good. Most people focus on the area control and then I can just ignore it and still do well. And it doesn't, even if I didn't win, as long as I get close to winning.
You want it to be viable, because that's when it feels like there's just free points on the table unless you take those things, that's when it starts feeling forced.
Yep.
Well, that was a really tight score. I think the tightest that I've seen, because usually I see there's a runaway with a 20-point lead.
So usually you run away.
Usually I see one would run away with this.
Yeah, just one player usually.
And I can see that in this game with how...
Well, especially when you're playing with new people too.
Yeah.
So you did great in your first try. I think the first time we played, I had dominated the area control. And we didn't have to...
I think I tried the same strategy last time.
Yeah. Well, I feel like also
it didn't work.
You played it without the expansion.
Steve to battle me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were battling for, and I think we went about 50-50-ish.
Yeah.
I really actually liked the promoting.
That was fun.
So actually this is ties in. So Vince asked in the chat, what does the expansion bring aside from jewelry? And Steve is about to touch on it.
Oh, okay. Well, so the expansion added...
This part. Talk about the thing you were just saying.
Essentially 2 modules.
Two major things. So this is a sort of extra board that came with the game. There's a jewelry track down at the bottom, jewelry tiles, where once you have gotten one of these decorations, you can pick up jewelry tiles, which give you extra points for dresses and free fabric and income every round. So they're actually pretty powerful, although they didn't really seem to super throw the game for you, even though you're getting a lot of them. So they're like a good use of basically a way to spend money while you're buying a dress. And then on the there's also room for stacks at the top, which are stacks of journeymen and masters. Everybody basically has a card where once you've taken a certain set of actions that are on the card, you can search through these decks and pick up the either journeyman or master that you want. So you basically trade in the card that you use to take this promotion action, and you get that new card. And I think that really balances out the race to the market because you can look through this whole stack and pick something that works exactly for what you're doing or well enough. And it feels a little different than, I have to pay $5 with a master to get something from the market if it came out. And it sort of takes it out of, you have to build it into what you're programming.
Right.
Yeah.
And it trashes the card from your deck too. So that was interesting. I really like doing that. I didn't try the jewelry, but I think it was totally worth the investment that John put into the jewelry.
Well, I wonder if, because we had another expansion too, the fancy dresses.
Fancy dress promo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that might have balanced it out a little bit too.
Yeah, because it added the 5 dresses and the crazy fabric combo.
Well, yeah, the fabric combos made it much easier to build dresses.
They kind of turned up the power level a little bit and made it not feel as frustrating.
Right.
I think.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So it was Rococo. Thank you again, Eagle Griffin Game, for providing us with the jewelry expansion. That was awesome. Thank you. Also, I promised I would show you guys the inside of the table if you stuck around for the stream. So, John, if you wouldn't mind scooting out a little.
What is it that Vince said? Something
about...
about...
Oh, Vince. Oh, you're fine right there.
Oh, was that board double-sided? Yes, the board is double-sided for a 2 to 3 player game or a 4 to 5 player game.
You guys are getting up. Why are you getting up?
Didn't you?
No, you just need to scoot back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the board might scale the number of slots for a higher player count game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I feel like, should I change the camera for this? I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally.
Oh, that's great. Good job, Abby. So here we go. It's. Oh wait, hang on. You have to say it.
My God, it's full of stars.
So our table has a secret hidden gamer table compartment inside that I built custom for Steve and his wargaming. So now he can do war games and like leave them in here for when he's doing multi-campaigny things. And so
or puzzles.
Yeah, because the cat destroys our puzzles. So we can like work on a puzzle or like leave pieces sorted in here and then build the puzzle out on top of the table, which excites me. But yeah, we have a video coming out, I don't know when Gen Con is no longer happening and craziness is no longer there, about how to do this table mod and why we went with this table mod. But this is the sneak preview of the table and all of its glory. And then it just can be hidden.
I think we measured, it's like 27 by 30 inches or something?
It's 30 inches by 48 inches.
Wow. But the opening...
Oh, the actual opening is 30 inches by 29 inches.
Yeah, which is like more than enough for a lot of like smaller games or things with boards. Basically, I don't know. I'm excited to try something on there and just...
Yeah.
I think I might actually play a game of Fields of Fire.
Yeah.
The game, people's first scenarios has taken like 8 to 18 hours sometimes.
Yeah, but you can like leave it set up and I mean the table might get a little bumps, so counters might slide a little bit for the most part.
But that's different than like either A, we can't use the table at all while the game's on it, or B, it'll just get totally destroyed.
Yeah.
And like the cat's usually pretty good, but
this table is not handmade. This is an IKEA table. This is the Stornus IKEA table Strunas that I IKEA hacked. I modified to be a gamer table because we were talking and planning about me making a table, and it basically just came down to, yes, I could make a table, but like realistically I would spend probably close to as much money to buy an IKEA table and just like so much more time, and it wouldn't be as great because we don't have the like great shop setup to make perfect cuts that you need for like level table legs. Like I've tried to make level legs
kind of
for a bench, and the bench is wobbly. Like don't sit on the bench in our backyard when you come over. But yeah, so.
But yeah, the trick. Should I say the trick or the secret?
No, there's a video. They gotta watch the video for that. But yeah, it wasn't super difficult. The trick, you'll have to watch in the video. But basically, I just figured out how to build it in such a way as to not break anything. Though I did break something.
Where was and we got a custom mat and then cut it. I forget. Do you remember the name of the
the custom? Well, no, it's not a custom mat. It's just a mat.
Yeah.
So we got a war game mat from Inked Playmats. And then I cut it with my fabric cutter to the size that we need, because everything that I found online to get a custom playmat, you had to like buy in bulk like 50 of the playmats, and I was like, no, I'm good. So we just bought one and then cut it. So yeah. It's nice and I like it.
Beautiful.
And we were trying to debate what mat to put in here, and both Steve and I agreed that, my God, it's full of stars. playmat was the winner because now we can say, my God, our table is full of stars.
Well, and we used to have a space mat. Actually, we still have it, but on the old IKEA table, the 3 foot by 3 foot, we would play every game in space. It was just a space mat that exactly fit the table. Yeah. So
and I wouldn't let Steve cut it. He wanted to cut it, and I wouldn't let it. And I'm happy I didn't let it.
Yeah, I'm glad you did, because this also extends the full length.
Yeah. So, and there's other mods that you can make to this table to make this gamer thingy better or whatnot. But this is what kind of we wanted for our purpose. You could make the top removable entirely so that you just would lift off the top and then you have the entire leaf surface to play on. But that doesn't really interest us. We have no place to put a top. Our house is very tiny.
We had talked about that a little bit, you could hang the top on the wall or something.
Okay, awesome. Thank you again for hanging out and watching our stream of Rococo. Thank you for picking Rococo, by the way.
Playing it with expansion.
All the ones you sent were very tempting.
Yeah.
But this one made the most sense, if we're honest.
Plus with the expansion, so it's great.
Yep. Really
Kabuki Kid asks if I'm the Star Child, and if I am tired enough, I end up curled up on the floor, kind of like the Star Child. Maybe not in the table, but...
Yeah, no, not in the table.
Remember the very, very end of 2000?
I'm aware of it.
So you've finally seen it, so you get all the references now.
I haven't seen it.
There's so many, internet nerd culture references in that movie.
Yeah.
I just, every, 20 seconds, I was like, oh, that's where this comes from. Oh, that's where this, yeah. Anyway.
It's, almost self-parody, I guess, if you're seeing it for the first time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and this is the extra Starfield mat that we got.
So we have, because we cut off 18 inches from a 48 by 48, and then now we have this 18 by 48
We have a table runner. We are fancy and we're real people with dining tables. Yeah. We have a table runner.
But this is a gaming table runner, so you could do a card game.
Yeah.
2v2 card game championship.
Dude,
you have a Star Realms tournament on that.
Ascension or Star Realms, Star Realms on this. Anyway, all right. Thank you for watching our stream. Tune in Thursday for all of the streams. So Thursday is the first day of Gen Con, and there will be a stream.
I'm excited. This is going to be a very long weekend.
It's a very long weekend for Steve and I. But it's starting last week is when this weekend started for us. But if you tune in at 4 p.m. on Thursday, I will be doing Mega Karuba, and you can tune in and play from home with your Karuba game or an online game. What is the big game being announced tomorrow? On Wednesday? I don't know. Which publisher are you talking about? Renegade is announcing a game.
Plaid Hat announced something
today.
Plaid Hat
announced a game.
That was today, not tomorrow.
There's a lot being announced. There's a game that's being announced from a smaller publisher that I know about that I'm super excited about, but that's on Thursday as well. So tune in Thursday and we'll talk about stuff that happened at Gen Con during our Gen Con stream, which starts at 7 o'clock. So there's a Mega Karuba game, which is the official Gen Con kickoff stream sponsored by Haba, and the winner of that stream will get a $40 gift card to habausa.com. I don't know if that's the actual URL. If you don't own Karuba, you can play with just a piece of paper or a whiteboard or print off a board from online. Unofficially, that's totally cool. Then at 7 p.m., Steve and I are throwing a party. We're throwing a Gen Camp party for Portland and all of our friends in the area, and we're inviting you, the internet, to come and hang out with us. So we're going to have the stream up and running, and we're going to play Word Slam and maybe a couple other party games like Magic Maze or Braintopia, just with our friends, and we're going to be hanging out and having brats and just having a party, and you can come and be a fly on the wall. We'll have a big chat thing so people can come and talk with the chat, and you guys can just hang out and play Word Slam with us. So yeah, that's on Thursday. And then on Friday, there's another Gen Camp Karuba stream at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And that one, also the winner of that stream will get a $40 gift card to habausa.com as well.
That one's 6 p.m. on Friday?
6 p.m. on Friday.
Pacific.
Yep. So, yeah, the Karuba Thursday is at 4, and then Friday is at 6. So we have 2 of that stuff. Yeah. And then that's it for streams. And then it's just Gin Can Weekend and the eclipse. Don't stare at the sun. Don't stare at the sun when the moon is covering it. You'll hurt your eyes. Don't do it.
And don't look at the sun through eclipse glasses and binoculars.
Yeah.
Because it will burn your eyeball, or a telescope or anything.
Yeah,
it will actually burn through the eclipse glasses.
Don't use any kind of magnifying device to look at the sun directly and then look at that, no matter the amount. Unless you have, like, welding glasses. Like literally a welding mask goggle, then you can look at the sun. Maybe not through.
Once you hit, like, trained professional plus equipment.
Yeah,
but you just make a pinhole camera. It's cooler.
Pinhole cameras are super awesome. I'm super excited. Also, get your eclipse glasses at the local library. There are a lot of fakes online that are selling for super cheap, and they're fake, and they will not save or protect your eyes at all. So, library, cheap.
Yep. That's
source.
a good call out, Kabuki Kid.
Cool.
Yep. Okay. Ray-Bans will not be sufficient. No. Sunglasses are not sufficient enough. Not at all. No. Do not stare at the sun. If you are not in the path of totality, if you have a tree near you, look at the shadow that the tree is casting on the ground, because the tiny little holes between the leaves on the trees will do awesome, amazing things during the eclipse. So,
Yep, I was about to say, why would libraries give out eclipse glasses? And I realized they have a vested interest in people not being blind.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in and watching, and we'll see you all at the Thursday.
We'll see you in Karuba.
Bahama.
Okay, all right, it is.
Good night.
Good night.